get the venti? What do you get, Jay?
I try to drink Starbucks, but when I do, it makes me bend my strings like this.
Oh yeah.
Look at that bend. Look at
the bend on
man.
that.
Whoops, I left the other screen on.
Look at the bend on that.
I made a rookie mistake. See that? So, yeah.
Hey everybody, it's the Late Show. I'm the Rum Meister, named that by R2R3 Locking Nut, one of our best chat members. I'm here on the southern tip of Vancouver Island, Victoria, BC, Canada. And in the house tonight, get crazy everybody, Jay Hannon is present from South Carolina, Little River.
That's right, I am, and look. Oh no, what had happened?
So we also have Johnny Beane from Santa Cruz, California. He's probably going to be eating. Oh, it looks like Dave Nestall's here.
What do you mean it looks like?
Oh, yeah. Dave's here, present. Everybody dance. New York City. Dave Nestall's here. Woo!
Ow!
Yeah. What's happening, Dave?
Nothing much. What's going on?
Oh, yeah. I want to hear about Texas. What went on in Texas?
It's hot.
Oh. What kind of temperatures are we talking, Dave?
105 to 110.
Oh my God! How did you bear that?
It was dry. It wasn't horrible. It was actually. It was. Hang on a second. Let me just pop out the chat.
Yeah, that's cool. We got in the chat. We got Claude G here. We got G Butchnoff again. We got Scott Nickerson, Fender Guru, all the way from New Zealand because we're international here. We got Mitch Heyman here. Mark Taylor in the house. Cool, guys. Thanks for being here. It's August 3rd. We're in August now, 2018. Was smoking hot here last week. It's been clouded over the last couple days. It was cloudy this morning, and now it's cleared up, so I think it's going to start getting hot here again. Yeah. So how's the temperature in New York, Dave?
I'll tell you right now.
I will tell you what. Crap.
Tell me what is what. It is, the Weather Channel says that it is 76 degrees and partly cloudy.
Oh, partly cloudy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's been kind of like a rainy day today.
Oh, okay. We got a stack of pound cakes in the house. Nice.
Unblocked.
Yeah, right.
Back from the block. Steve, also, this is my VEDA.
Really?
So
Nice.
Yeah, so you got to let them talk.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. All right. Go ahead, Johnny.
This is today's vlog. So whatever Steve is talking about, that's what the subject of today's vlog is. Thank you.
Yeah. We got Mike is himself in the house, and Vintage Sounds is here. Right on. Cool. So we got some housekeeping to do. So we've got our poll answers. Awesome guys in the chat, comments. We got emails. I got text messages for your 3 favorite drummers ever. And we have a unanimous winner. John Bonham from Led Zeppelin won the contest. In second place from Rush, Neil Peart. And Alex Van Halen came third. So I was happy to see that. I know it's sort of EVH based and Eddie gets all the accolades, but it's cool that Alex Van Halen came in third out of the entire list. Lots of drummers were mentioned, but yeah, it was cool to see Alex come in there. Yeah.
How many times was David Grohl mentioned?
Once.
All right.
What about Animal?
Yeah. Sean Kinney, Alice in Chains, once. Max Weinberg, once. John Langley from a band called Bristol from the UK, he had a vote. Phil Collins had a vote. Tommy Aldridge had a vote. Taylor Hawkins had a vote. Ginger Baker had a vote. Somebody named Gavin Harrison had a vote.
Yeah, that's
And-
me.
Yeah, there you go. And the Virgil Donati had a vote.
Donati,
Yeah.
yep.
All those people had one vote. Yeah. That
I
was cool.
forgot to vote.
Yeah. It's all right.
I want to say Stuart Copeland for all three. Thank you.
Oh yeah. Well, there's a few people that wanted that for Neil Peart, but then they put in a couple extra. Yeah.
Are there 3 syllables to that name?
Yeah, right. Jay Hannon, do you have a poll question in mind for next week?
No, I don't, and I can't even think of one right now.
Okay. Dave, anything you can think of you're interested in?
Yeah, let's see. What's the acceptable amount of guitars to have in a collection?
Nice. I like that one.
Acceptable by who? You or your significant other?
Well, I'm gonna go with a lot of guys that have guitar collections.
What about people?
A lot of people that have guitar collections, whether they're guys or girls. Some don't like to have a lot. Some think that there's such thing as too many. Some don't.
Okay, Jay, can you tell us the story about what you're doing for the neck there? What happened?
This is your carpal tunnel saver. Little drill here. It's actually easier to do down here.
But Jay, you had the
Do
neck,
down here. What you got going down here?
Jay, you had the neck loosened off. What was going on? Can you hear me? Yeah, R2, R3.
Yeah, I just wanted to mute it so you guys didn't hear.
Oh yeah.
Being nice.
What was going on with that guitar, Jay? You just had the neck loosened off. What was happening?
Is that in tune, guys? I can't tell.
No.
Yes, perfectly.
Perfect, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now that's A440 right there, boy. Ooh. No, I just I put a new Floyd on there like everybody else saw.
Yeah.
And I just had to put a tiny little shim in the neck pocket. So we'll see how that goes. Get the neck angle right. And I learned that from Dave Nesdall. But I'll be right back. I'm going to mute you guys so you don't hear me tuning this thing.
Right.
Dave, any I guess comments or anything from the Jimi Hendrix guitar that you've ordered it basically to be made for you? Has there any emails from the company that's building it to you? The progress?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Oh, okay.
I don't expect there to be any for a couple months.
Right. And what was the history you had with that company that's building it, Dave?
They built my Strat that has the that's beat up, with the humbuckers in it.
Right. And where are they based out of, Dave?
New York City.
Oh, okay.
30th Street Guitars in New York City.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, someone was asking me about that, what company and where they were. So yeah, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I mean, my Jones for it is like, I mean, I still want it, and I'm going to get it eventually. And the same, it's ordered. It's just my Jones for it is kind of at ease because I have this Jimi Hendrix guitar here, the left-handed guitar.
Yeah, yeah. Cool. Sorry, guys, another motorbike.
I thought you were going to play the beginning of Kickstart My Heart from Motley Crue. I was like, get it, Steve.
Yeah, no, always the bikes around here, they don't put mufflers on their motorbikes. It's got to be the same guy every night, every Friday.
Until one day, splat.
Yeah, yeah, totally. Vintage Sound says, Dave, you look like a rep for Van Halen. Well, that'd be all right.
Yeah.
Actually, he has been before.
I'd like to start getting paid for it.
Yeah. No, but Dave had a big week. What year was that? 1998 with Van Halen?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Caleb, no, I didn't get the John Mayer guitar. It's the ever elusive John Mayer Silver Sky guitar. No, I'm staying with Fender, I think.
So what happened?
Not that I think that the PRS is bad or anything. It's just it's taking them forever to come out with it. I think they're dropping the ball on that guitar.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I really do. There are so many in demand, and they're not. The supply is so little. By the time the supply gets there, the Jones is gonna be over.
So, sorry, Dave. What brand? Of guitar?
I never actually ordered one, Caleb. I had a deal with a local guitar company, with a local guitar store here, that if one came in, I would trade one of my guitars for it. But if it took too long, I mean, they'll eventually sell the guitar anyway. They're cool with it, totally cool with it. So it's not them; it's PRS that's kind of dropping the ball.
Huh. Well, that's a shame. Because if the numbers are there, you think they'd build it.
Well, it takes 9 months.
Yeah.
For a build, it takes 9 months for PRS from initial order to build, and that guitar.
Did he know that was going to be the case? 9 months if you bought one of those things. Did John Mayer know that or no?
Well, I honestly don't know. I would imagine that I would imagine that it took quite a while for his original guitars to get made. I'm sure they didn't get made a day.
No, I know, but I'm just saying. I mean, wasn't that why supposed that Eddie left Ernie Ball, because they couldn't meet the demand. So if you're talking about 9 months to get a guitar, that's a long time. It's not.
Yeah, but I'm not sure. I'm not really sure what John Mayer's deal is with PRS, other than getting free guitars from PRS. I don't know if he gets paid for every guitar that gets sold, like Eddie does. I don't think it may not be the same deal. So John Mayer may not really care. He may or may not
really care. Do you dare?
Yeah, I really don't know.
You'd think if it's his sort of signature axe, he'd be getting a cut of it.
Yeah.
Poor Johnny Beane can't get a word in inchwise. He's talking in the chat.
Is it a baby-sized guitar? 9 months, yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Amanda Coombs in the house. Little David Stratocaster Ennis is in the house. Scott Nickerson, Zach Thong back in the house. Cool. JJ's House of Jams is here. Crazy. Awesome.
Dave, it really is amazing.
What's that?
Like, people think, oh, when you shim the neck, I remember when you first told me about the credit card, Jesus, the business card, and I'm like, really, that thin? Well, yeah. I put a piece of sandpaper, a thin, what is this, 220 or something grit, which is like super thin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's enough.
And it's doing the trick. It's crazy.
So Jay, can you back up the horse there and give the chat the story of that? What was wrong with the neck and why you had to shim it? Just an educational thing for them.
Well, nothing's really wrong. It's just, I mean, Dave is the one that kind of educated me about all the, like, a lot of the Wolfgangs. The shim needs to be, or the neck pocket needs to be shimmed just to get the angle. I mean, Dave, you explain this because my brain is still.
Well, it really depends on how low you want your action. Most people want their action. Well, they don't know where they want it. They know just when it feels good. They don't know
every night.
Huh?
Every night.
Every night. So most people want their action every night and for more than 10 minutes.
That's a problem.
Yeah. Most people want their action at about 2:30 seconds, between 2 and 3 30 seconds at the 12th fret, which is, for the layman, that's pretty low action. But for guys like Jay and, guys that do a lot of legato playing and play with light strings and play with a lighter touch, they want a lower action. I'm one of those guys too.
Mm-hmm.
I like my action to be about 1 to 1.5 30 seconds at the 12th fret, which ends up being at the 22nd. It ends up being 3 millimeters, where you can just about barely get your 3 millimeter Floyd Rose wrench underneath the strings.
Which one's the 3 millimeter? Is that the smaller one?
The nut. No, the nut. It just about fits. It almost doesn't.
Shit, mine's lower than that.
No, well, that's probably good. If it doesn't buzz, that's perfect. It's the way I would like it. Yeah, it still rings out pretty nicely.
Yep, that's drop D because I gotta set up the D tuner, but yeah.
Yeah, it's ringing out nicely, and you can't get the you can't get the Allen key underneath the strings. It hits the string.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I like it. To most people that have heavier touch, that's too low when they feel that the guitar is buzzing out or they can't get their fingers underneath it to bend. But what you do is you put one of those little shims under the neck, in the neck pocket, towards the pickups, right at the end by the pickups, and it creates like an angle for the neck and immediately lowers your action.
Yep. And what you told me is basically 1/4 inch. So for those of you who have a guitar cable, that's a 1/4 inch. So that's what I did. I just took, kind of measured off. I actually took a ruler and did it, but a 1/4 inch, and then rounded it, because if you have a Wolfgang guitar, that neck pocket on the inside, the corners are rounded.
Yeah, but I would do it the whole distance of the neck pocket.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It should be a 1/4 inch thick.
Mm-hmm.
From front to back, but it should fit the whole neck pocket so that the whole neck is sitting on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I don't think a guitar pick is right, because then it's uneven. It becomes like your neck can be warped. You shouldn't put a guitar pick in there.
I agree.
So, Jay, can you
say again, Steve? I'm sorry.
Just for me, Jay, I just want to know what. So it didn't feel quite right to you, the action, obviously, before.
No, I felt like after you get above, anywhere from the 9th to 12th and all the way up, it got a little too high for me. I mean, think of it. I've been playing Ibanez guitars for pretty much as long as I've been playing guitar, so I'm used to super low action. But it's all preference. I mean, somebody might play this guitar right now or go to Dave's house. Then again, I've heard that all Dave's guitars are set up like, perfect. But I mean, somebody might play this right now and be like, dude, your action is too low. It's all preference.
Yeah, Dennis is one of those guys. My buddy Dennis, he likes higher action. He likes higher action a lot higher than mine. He can't play my guitars. He thinks they're all horrible because they actually so low.
Yeah, some people like a workout,
Caleb has a question. Anybody see the Blonde USA on Reverb this week? $1,459.
Blonde USA what?
I'm assuming he means EVH Wolfgang.
Yeah.
The heck? Oh, that's way out right now.
Caleb sent me a photo of EVH art series Bumblebee that was played, I think, in Michigan somewhere. That was one of the ones that Eddie played and signed. Yeah, and Caleb was just pointing out that was the paint scheme that he liked on one of the Bumblebee ones that Ed played live. Yeah, that was I think it was $23,000 to $4,000. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's because you posted all those pictures in the Discord.
You drove the price up, Steve. What is it called when you
They were all Bumblebee guitars that you posted.
Yeah.
Zach Thong said, cool NWO t-shirt, Jay. For life, brother. That's right.
Can you go into the story of the NWO, Jay?
Oh, God.
I hope not.
It revitalized wrestling. I'll just put it that way. Brought it back to You know, basically it was bigger than ever when Hogan turned heel. Hollywood Hogan.
Is
got
wrestling
me back into it?
Is wrestling still big down where you are, Jay?
You know, it's tough to tell around me because where I live, it's a lot of transplants. It's a lot of people, you know, I think most of my neighbors that live in the vicinity of my house, maybe one of them is from here.
Right.
You know? So, you know, I try not to go out too much. So I really don't know if, but I think it's bigger here than other parts of the country, just because, you know, North Carolina, if you think of, you know, Ric Flair is from North Carolina.
Dude, I almost tagged you in a tweet today. Ric Flair. I saw a picture of him, and I almost tagged you in that.
He was great.
John BL says he saw Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, Randy Macho Man Savage at the Boston Garden in 1988.
At an Olive Garden?
The Boston Garden.
So that was when Hogan and Macho Man were the Mega Powers.
Wow.
Yep.
So is it still big, like televised down there, Jay? In this,
and is that like anything like the Wonder Twins?
Yeah.
Oh, texting me. Hold on a sec. Oh, Caleb. Okay.
What, Caleb sent you a message?
Wow. Yeah, he sent me the picture of that guitar that he was talking about.
Oh,
Here you go. Here you go, folks. I don't know if you could read the text and the price of what it went for, but there it is. That's a cool looking Bumblebee too.
Kind of looks like a, I don't know what. Looks like a spider web.
Yeah.
Come on, here's the price. Survey set.
17.5.
Yep.
Wow.
Fender Guru also asked a little while ago if I thought that Eric Clapton got paid for every Eric Clapton signature model Stratocaster that got sold, and the answer is absolutely.
He probably got paid. He probably got paid, but when they were just built, whether they sold or not.
Guys to sell them.
Yeah.
The second they're out the door or made, deposit.
Yeah.
Checking account. Bam.
I would say yes. Yep. I would say the moment that the wood was picked for that guitar, he got paid for it.
Yeah.
And JJ's House of Jam says he was at WrestleMania in 1984 in Long Beach. Wow.
Wow, man. I love it. I especially love watching the old promos for those guys. I mean, because they were literally like real superheroes, if you think about it.
Yeah. So, but Jay, I'm just asking, like, recently, do they still like have big WrestleManias and stuff? Does that still exist?
Yeah, it still happens. It's not as big. It's weird. It turned from like cool, like socially cool, and now it's like, you like wrestling?
Well, no, because I think it turned into the cage matches became the big thing, right? And that, do you know George St. Pierre, right? The cage match guy.
Well, MMA you're talking about.
Yeah. Because then that
I think a lot of it is you know, the last big era of wrestling was the Attitude Era.
Oh yeah. And
when, you know, I had Stone Cold and The Rock and everything, and it was like, you know, it was cool because like they would do crazy stuff. And now it's like PG, you know. Back then it was like almost R is what you were watching. But now it's everything is like, you know, if you say anything wrong or if you're a bad guy in wrestling, you can't do as much as you used to be able to do.
Oh, really?
Know?
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
Wrestling, if you think about it, wrestling was really the one of the first like reality television.
Oh yeah.
Kind of shows.
Well, it's like a soap opera for men is what they used to call it, you know. Because I used to get into the storylines, man, you know.
Yeah.
I loved
it. Yeah.
Uh-huh. What about monster trucks? Is that a thing?
I was into monster trucks when I'm trying to think, maybe 7. I know that I got a Bigfoot toy monster truck when I was a kid, and I think we went to see, I think it came to somewhere in Chicago. Now my parents took me to see it, and I mean, I was pumped for a couple months over monster truck rallies and stuff, but didn't last long. I don't think they have to do it still, but I have no idea.
What if Hulk Hogan was like driving a monster truck over like Macho Man Savage in a Gremlin? Would that be would that be cool?
No, because it's not wrestling.
Huh? Do you remember Gorgeous George?
Yes.
I remember Curious George.
Well, that kind of, it's pretty much what Gorgeous George was.
Monkey.
Oh, man.
Mad Dog in the house. Dave, can you go back to the 90s there and just give me the rundown of the Peavey Wolfgangs when it was the Peavey name? Where does this standard fit in the special? What's like the order and the price range of those ones you figured?
Okay, well, American Special.
That was top of the line?
No, American Special is like a painted flat top. That was the that was like maybe $700. So you got it in black, white, gold, and purple. What are the colors?
John BL.
Then the special deluxe would be the flat top with a flame top on it, you know, with the translucent colors. That would be about $1,200. Then the standard arch top in black or white or gold would be $16.99, and the colors would be, I want to say, $17 or $18.99.
And that's where you get into the sunburst one?
Yeah, sunburst, anything with a flame top on it, anything with a see-through flame top.
Right. And what's the green one on the wall behind you, Dave, with the 51?
That's a special deluxe. It's a flat
Special
top
deluxe.
special deluxe.
With the sustainer.
Yeah, that has this.
Oh, okay. This is news, guys. Roll the presses. Caleb is switching his constant pinning away from the gray stealth to the USA Alpine White. I've officially evolved. Oh.
Wow.
Is it Alpine White though? I think they're calling it ivory.
Yeah, I think so. But we get it.
Well, the captain's in the house. Michael Smith is here.
Cool.
Yeah.
Michael. Hey, man. Hey, thanks for all the retweets, man.
I do. Cool. So, Jay, what's new? Jay, what's new with you? Sorry, the music you were doing for a movie that was coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Where are you with that?
I sent in the finals. Hey, my brain just reset. You see that, Johnny and Dave?
Oh, like what's his name?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. Except it didn't take me 15 seconds; it just took 2 or 3. I sent in the what I thought was the finals, the final files. Was it night before last? And then the sound editor called me tonight and said he thinks they're great, so he's going to put them into his final draft, and then the director or the editor has to make the final call. But according to the sound mixer and me, my stuff's good enough. So we'll see.
So that was all music you did on guitar to what was it? The intro to the movie or something, like the opening credits, was it?
No, it was just 2 songs. There's 5 songs in this trailer.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know when the hell this movie or the trailer is supposed to come out, but I did 2 of the songs in there. Just guitar, drums, bass.
Cool.
Nothing too crazy. And I was telling Dave I used the slide in the on one of the parts, and I suck at playing slide guitar. Holy crap!
Well, you used it.
Yep.
Hey, have you guys seen Mission Impossible, the new one?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. I'm going on Sunday.
Oh, man, the ending of that? Oh, phew.
Oh, you saw it?
No, I'm
Johnny?
just kidding. No.
Oh.
I haven't seen a movie since the last Star Wars.
Which one?
The last one that just didn't happen.
Solo.
No, not solo.
Well, that's the last Star Wars.
The Last Jedi?
Well, ensemble, not solo. Ensemble.
I'm gonna make a drink. I'll be right back.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a Steve Anderson yes.
Yes, it was.
See, if I want to get a word in, I have to say what Steve says.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
What's in the chat? The guys keep saying this name Wagyu. Oh, it's a guy up there. Oh, okay.
It's Wagyu.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I've seen that name before.
He's been with us before for years.
Oh, okay. Cool. Cool. Oh yeah, Mitch Heyman says he's going to Mission Impossible on Sunday as well. Cool.
Man, you guys might see each other.
If he's on Vancouver Island, maybe. Yeah. So what else is new with you, Dave? You got any new effects or anything like that at all? Any pedals? Anything new? Nope.
No, besides the little Stevie Ray Vaughan guitar, nothing.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Yeah, no, nothing is new. Everything is. I'm just learning how to play the stuff I got now.
Right on. Yeah, I just pulled the trigger yesterday on the new EVH chorus pedal. It showed up at the Van Halen store. So yeah, I pulled the trigger and ordered some stuff.
Nice. What guitar is that in your hands?
Oh, this is a Cherry Burst Fender Strat. I'm gonna say 2016. This is a real favorite of mine. I played it last week at a gig I had we played a garage just about 5 miles from here. Yeah, the neck on this is just smooth and awesome. I have a Sunburst 1989 Fender Strat that I played when I was younger, but as soon as I held this and played the neck, it's funny. Like you like the vintage stuff and you want to sort of keep it in your back, always in your back pocket and play it. But as soon as just the feel of the neck on this, it's just like, forget about it. I just sort of put the other one aside.
Yeah. Now, have you put an 84 Floyd on it yet?
No, sir. No, I haven't done anything to this one. But yeah, the feel of this one's just awesome. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Got any questions in the chat here? I haven't tried a Sterling by Music Man. No, I haven't. I've tried a couple of the Peavey Wolfgangs through the years. There was a black one that a guy was trying to sell me, but I bought this 79 Marshall instead. I had about $1,500. It was buy the black Peavey Wolfgang or get the 79 Marshall, and I knew something like this might not come around again, so I jumped on that. That's a 50-watt head, and that's the amp I always jam with the band I play in. And yeah, I haven't upgraded yet. Of course, the Peavey 5150 came out. I thought about it, but I love the sound of this one. I like the way the EVH EL34 looks like, the black with the gold. That looks really smart to me anyway. And but anyway, it's just sound wise, I haven't had a reason to upgrade yet. Yeah.
Yeah, you shouldn't buy it just on looks anyway.
Well, yeah. Guilty of that with guitars sometimes. Yeah, Michael, yeah, 79 Marshall, 50-watt. I bought it probably 23 years ago, probably around, 1995-ish, 96, in that time period, just at a local guitar shop. And yeah, I couldn't say no when I saw that. Yeah. And basically, normally I play through a Boss chorus, Boss overdrive distortion, and then whenever I'm soloing and stuff, I always hit the Phase 90. I always like the swooping sound of that. And there's an Echoplex there, and I got a Jim Dunlop wah pedal for some of the Jimi Hendrix stuff.
Your
Yeah.
Echoplex, is it the newer pedal, or is it an old Echoplex like the big box thing from the 60s?
No, I'll show you that. One of the newer ones. I'll show it.
Okay.
Yeah, just Echoplex preamp.
Oh, so it's a preamp. It's not the delay.
No. Yeah, I know they have a one that looks exactly like this, but is the delay? Yeah. Yeah. Got any more questions in here? Just looking for some questions in here. What's going on right now? So, Dave, you're not doing any changes to your amps you have or anything? You're happy with what you have?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it sounds like you got a cool setup.
Yeah. Right now, I'm using my old Super Reverb with my pedal board here. I'm not using the wet dry wet system.
Oh yeah. Caleb says, by the way, everyone, my red/yellow flame top Warmoth Telly is up for sale on Reverb. Wow. Cool. Wonder what the price tag on that is.
I'm sure he'll tell us.
Yeah. Yeah, Dutchy 5150. I just ordered the new EVH chorus pedal. So it's in the Van Halen store. Jeff Hausman sent me a message that he has them in stock. So I placed an order yesterday. And yeah, should see it in probably 5 days, I imagine. And Caleb's guitar, the Warmoth, is $949 is the price he has it up for.
Cool.
So Mitch Heyman is saying the reason he was asking about the Sterling by Music Man, Guitar Center has them for $329.
That's a pretty good price.
Wow. Does that comes with a Floyd on it too?
Probably not.
Really?
It's not a high-end guitar. It's you know, like it's a bit better than the OLPs.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Amanda, you're asking me what guitar do I wish I hadn't gotten rid of? Probably the first electric guitar I had was a white Kramer that it actually didn't have a Floyd Rose on it, but so it's the only guitar that I've gotten rid of because I have like 30 guitars. I've kept everything else. That was just that was the first one I ever played with. I didn't have a Floyd, so I gave it up, and then I bought an Ibanez, and then got into Fender Strats, and yeah, so that's actually the only one I've ever gotten rid of. So yeah. What about you, Dave? Is there anything you got rid of that you kind of, oh man, I should have kept that purple Wolfgang or anything like that? Or
I mean, all my vintage Strats and I had a 55 Les Paul Gold Top that I should never sold.
Wow.
I had a 57 Strat. I had a 1960 Strat, which was my absolute favorite guitar. I had to get rid of to pay for a hospital bill. I had a 63 Strat and a 65 Strat. Wow. I also had a 1954 Telly that I should have kept that too.
Wow. What was the color of that one, Dave?
It was butterscotch.
Oh, cool. And those other ones you mentioned, the Strats and that, were any of those sort of sunburst, like tobacco?
They were all sunburst.
Oh, wow.
Well, I mean, back then, all Strats were sunburst. You know, the colored guitars were custom order. Usually, they were, you know, they weren't like something that you'd see all the time.
Yeah. So if you wanted like a Seafoam or something, you'd have to order that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And they would usually paint it over a sunburst guitar. And that's exactly how they did it. You know, they took a Sunburst guitar off the line and painted over it. And that's why, you know, as the guitars aged, if you look at an old, you know, an old guitar like that, or old any color, you can start to see the Sunburst color underneath it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Wow. What about you, Johnny? Any guitars that you've gotten rid of that you wish you hadn't?
Yeah. Yeah, a couple Kramers. You know, Kramer Focus 1000. A couple of those. I think one was like maybe a 2000, but there's one particular Focus 1000 I remember that I wish I still had.
Wow. What were the colors of those?
The one that I keep thinking about, it was probably a cream, like an off-white color, but it had yellowed like you wouldn't believe. So it was almost a yellow guitar, and then had a bunch of like, it almost sounds like a banana. It almost sounds like a rotten banana. It was like yellowed, but had like brown, like parts where they're like, let's say where there were like indents in the body.
Oh yeah.
You know, those had turned brown. So it was almost like a rotten banana colored Kramer. But it was cool. It was really cool. I remember when I sold it on, was it eBay? I filmed a video of myself playing it. So I have a video of me playing the guitar somewhere on this computer. You know, but we're going back 2007 or something. We're going back a little ways.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So it was just a money thing, Johnny. You needed some cash, so you had to let it go.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's always that's always it. Otherwise, you know. And there's probably something else. There's probably something else in there, but mainly a couple Kramer guitars. Most everything else that I've ever had that I've really dug, I still have.
Oh yeah.
You know. That's right. Hard to play with a rotten banana. That's although, if you want to see somebody play with a banana, which is really cool, we were watching videos of this earlier. Check out Thomas McLaughlin's Instagram.
We're watching somebody play with a banana earlier.
He does a video where he's tapping with a banana. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and him tapping with a banana is better than me tapping with my fingers.
We can talk about that tomorrow. Make sure somebody write down that question.
Yeah.
That's something.
Write down what question?
About just to bring up tapping with the banana.
Oh.
You know,
maybe
cool.
he'll even tap with his banana with us.
Maybe. Yeah.
Caleb says, go ahead.
Oh, are you able to replay the story too, or does that just plays once for you? I could share it because he tagged me in it, so I was able to share not the one with him talking, but the other one.
Yeah, I wasn't able to.
Well, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and real quickly, this is my VEDA as well. Log every day in August. So it's just.
So who are you? What do you do?
Well,
you have to introduce yourself like on every single VEDA.
Who is your daddy and what
does he do? Have some questions. Want to have them answered immediately.
Wow.
Questions. I have questions.
Everybody has one of those machines.
Yeah. Caleb says he had a Kramer American Pacer Deluxe, the red version of Dave's blue one. Tore it up and sold it for nothing. Wow.
Yeah, it's about the size of it.
Does he mean tore it up, like just played the crap out of it and it just fell apart after?
Or just plain tore it up.
Pull it up. He shredded it.
Dutchie says, so you guys haven't talked to Thomas yet? Yeah, we talked to him for about an hour yesterday.
But not live. We haven't done the show. It's funny. Our friend Brian Gaylor messaged me earlier and said, I'm sorry I couldn't make the show tonight. I'll watch. What the heck did he say? Something about I wanted to see you guys would talk to Thomas. I'm like, well, that's cool because we don't talk to him until tomorrow.
You're in luck, pal.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I think, yeah, some people are kind of wondering because we made it sound like we already did it, which we what was that? We did already do it, but that was just like what you call like the pre-interview where you talk for a little while and you get to know each other and everything, and then
the technical kinks, we got those out. Hopefully.
Yeah, but no, so we already did it for like an hour, but it was private. Nobody saw it. We're going to do it again tomorrow.
For real this time. Like that was an exhibition. That was a scrimmage.
For reals. For reals.
For reals.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think somebody said something to me. Little guitars, Vintage Sound says. Nice segue. Thank you, Caleb.
Get to the chop. Yeah, little Stevie vibe, Vintage Sounds. Yep.
Oh, cheers, Jay.
Cheers. Is this your favorite, Steve?
That's why you're drinking my favorite, but I used him last night, so I went to this.
That's what I thought.
Cheers.
Man. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
So I'm just asking in general. I remember McLaughlin in the Steve Vai videos from, I guess, the Passion and Warfare album.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you guys just generally know what he's done since then?
Yeah. Although we can't talk about it till tomorrow.
Okay.
Otherwise, nobody.
We signed a confidentiality agreement with him.
That's right.
So if you want to find out what happened to him or what he's been up to and what he is up to, tune in tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Johnny's time.
Yeah. And yes, Zach, yeah, we're live right now, yes. Although I could have pre-recorded that. Wouldn't that be funny? If somebody's watching, like, what's a generic name? Like, Bob.
Scott Smith.
Steve Andersen.
All right.
Wait, Ben's gonna be watching this tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Ben, we're live right now.
Yeah, Ben, we're live.
Stop touching your nose, Ben.
Oh, come on.
You have a live bot set up where Johnny, you record you saying everybody's name that's usually in the chat room.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're live, and like it'll have a little cut.
Dude, it's actually funny because not a lot of people know this. YouTube is actually making a feature now, which will be available at some point, where you can premiere videos. Meaning you can have a pre-recorded video, but you can make it go live. You can set it to schedule, and people like you guys know when we jump on, like we're live and you're watching and we're like in the chat with you. You can do that with pre-recorded videos now. It's called a premiere, YouTube premieres.
Ooh.
So, which is kind of weird, you know, because it's like you're watching a live video and the person on the channel, like let's say like Nesdal's channel, he would do a premiere and he'd be in the chatting along with you, you know, watching it, but it'd be a pre-recorded video. You know, so it's kind of weird, but kind of cool because it still gives it the live feel.
But you ain't answering any questions except for in the chat.
Except for in the chat, yeah. But it's cool. It's cool. It's not available to everybody yet, but it will be at some point.
So is there news here that
this is better live? I completely agree, man. I like the interaction. I mean, if we were doing this and it was only like us talking and then uploading it, I don't think it would be as much fun, you know?
Yeah.
Well, because you don't have the interaction with the chat too. Right?
Well, that's kind of how it used to be in the beginning. It was kind of like that. But technology, changes every couple of days.
Yeah.
Every couple hours, something's. By the time we end tonight, there'll be some new technology planet discovered or something. Awesome.
Hey, Showman.
Hey, Showman.
Showman.
Oh, I know what I was going to say. Man, I'm getting messages. Hang on. There was a message I wanted to read. Jim Nicholas. I'm always getting his messages. Says, hey now, got the new Van Halen 78, 79 Japan book.
He got the new 78 guitar. I was like, what?
Oh, which one? The one with the thumb drive? Man, that's. Oh man, I hope I got to know somebody that gets one of those things. I want to see that thumb drive, and I want to see the book that comes with that too.
Yeah. When are they supposed to ship?
I think there's 3 coming to Canada. Just 3 in my country, but yeah.
Johnny, we got to find out who's getting one of those things, because that would be awesome to have. Them on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be something cool.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I mean we'll find out. I mean whenever it is, somebody will be something, and we'll. Anyway, he's saying great pictures. Jim, I can't read that next sentence. And then he says, "Poof, rock on."
What do you mean you can't read it? You can't, like, it's got content in it you can't read, or you just physically don't know how to read it?
It says, well, no, there's some content in there that
rock out you with your banana out. Is that
it's kind of, it's like, yeah, how to eat a banana. Oh, well, I don't know if I can show that, but oh.
Sound says, hey, my favorite guitar is Larry Mitchell's Nags guitar. Yeah. His newer one,
guitar.
Right? Yeah. And Dave, you played it.
I played all of them. Yep. They're good.
So that's the company name, Nags?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Handmade, man.
Joe Nags is the owner. Joe.
Oh, wow.
There's actually 2 G's, Knaggs.
Yep.
I saw him play the guitar live at NAMM. Michael Smith was there. Philip McKnight was there. Sean Silas. We were all there together watching them play, and he was playing his Nags. Yeah.
Oh, so they had a booth? Nags had a booth?
Well, I'm sure they did, but no, this was his show. Like he was actually playing.
Oh yeah.
In the which hotel was that, Michael? I always get the 2 confused.
The Marriott or the
Hilton.
Hilton.
I think it was a Marriott.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was the Marriott. The one with all the parties, like all the rock stars everywhere. I think that's the Hilton.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Marriott's the one across the way, which is more it's more tame, I think. Well, Caleb says
the one we would stay in.
Wait, the Hilton? Which one? Okay, Michael says the Marriott. I think it was the Marriott. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was too. But
okay.
whatever.
Well, JJ, you were there too. Sorry. Yeah, JJ was there with us. He says it was the Marriott. Okay. Yeah, and also that's the one, the Marriott. I remember when Chip and I were walking around there a few years ago. He said that when they debuted the Frankenstein guitar, the video of Eddie playing the guitar on stage, he said they used one of the rooms at the Marriott. That's where that was. Yeah.
Huh.
Awesome.
And it looks like someone's saying that congratulations to Ben, that I guess he has tickets to NAMM now or something, or got a pass or something.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, they say the Marriott, Caleb says.
Yeah. It's the one nobody cool goes to.
Well, Larry Mitchell went there, so that's somebody cool.
Well, yeah. Well, the thing is, though, I mean, when he plays, or not him, it's just generally when they play, it's standing room only because everybody gets a seat. And the problem with watching a show there is when you're standing there, they have ushers that keep pushing you back out of the
lobby.
What do you call it? So you can walk through. They keep making areas so you can walk.
Bobby.
So when you're standing there, you're continually being told, "Hey, move back," like the whole time, right, JJ, Michael? Right? It's kind of a pain watching a show there.
Oh, man, too bad Ben isn't taking her. That's nice of Ben. Come on.
Well, that other guy's going, right?
Richard?
Is it Rich?
Yeah.
Amanda, tell Ben to take you instead.
Yeah. Come on.
Lobby.
Yeah, it's the lobby.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're strict in there too, man.
Did you just say salami? Salami, yeah.
I don't know what you're thinking.
Bobby? Nobby?
He's dozing off and he's like, salami.
Always with the food jokes. I get it. I'm fat guy.
Yeah, Rich. That's what Amanda just said. You're right? Yeah, Rich.
Look out. They're going to see this tomorrow. So.
Yeah. You know how hard it is to not play a guitar that you just like did stuff to? I'm like chomping at the bit right now. I want to get off the show right now.
Start jamming, man. Start jamming.
Just wait till we have the show with Thomas tomorrow. You're going to be biting your fingernails.
Yeah, biting them off because I want to sell my guitars at how, you know.
You're that guy?
Well, no, it's different. There's different guitar players. I thought of this recently. There's the guitar player that makes you want to go home and like, man, I want to play right now. And then there's those guitar players where you know you'll never reach that. And you're like, what's the point? Just give up on life, you know? Sell them all. No? Okay.
No.
Yeah, no.
No, there's different, you know. I play the guitar.
That's your ability.
I play because I enjoy creating. I enjoy making music. To me, it's not all about just as fast as I can play. You know? I mean, I get inspired by many different things. You know, and I've told, you know, I don't want to make you sick, you know, but I listen to a lot of different music. I can't believe I'm talking so much. This is Steve's show.
Keep going.
Somebody from Santa Cruz is looking at my website right now.
Here's what I think when somebody says, I listen to everything.
Wait, can you play Silent Night on that?
Wait. Ah, man, it's hard. It changes too. Everybody, I have a fart piano. That's what this is. But it has different sounds. Ready? There's the burp one. There's that. Then there's the throw up one. There's Johnny. What kind of music do you listen to?
I listen to all kinds of music. I listen to both kinds, country and western.
Country and western. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
I can do that without one of those.
Well, you were the one they sampled for all these sounds, right?
No, those weren't my samples.
Gross. I know.
No.
Wagyu. I heard that too.
I got that at Walmart, actually. This. Oh, it's not working. Come on, F. F isn't working.
The tracking. It's like a fart synthesizer. The
Somebody
tracking
said
is bad.
Saints will come walking in. There you go. They're
Yeah.
farting in.
Finish it off.
I don't have enough keys. There you go. The F is silent, but deadly.
Gross.
Yeah. Yeah, Ben should bring you, man, just for that. No, Zach, I wouldn't sell my guitars. I'm just being slightly sarcastic because, you know, I mean, we've all seen guitar players where it's like, there's no way I'll be able to reach that. But, you know, like you guys said, there's some guitar players that inspire you. Like, oh man, I want to go home and play. Like when we talked to Thomas yesterday, as soon as we got done talking to him, I wanted to play guitar.
Cool.
You know?
B.B.
Just by
King
talking
made a
about
really good career playing 3 notes.
Huh?
Yeah.
B.B. King made an amazing career playing 3 notes.
Yeah.
Hey, Jay, I've never seen the acoustic guitar behind you in the rack there over your left shoulder. What acoustic is that? An Ovation?
It's
What is that?
Ibanez
Oh, wow.
AE.
Can I see that?
That's actually Jeannie's. Let me ask her. Let me go wake her up and ask her if you can see it.
Yes.
Oh. It's got a capo. That's what's attached to the top, in case you didn't know. But yeah,
What brand is that?
Ibanez,
Right.
acoustic electric. It's got a Fishman.
Did you buy that for her?
Yes, I did.
Wow.
Yep.
What year do you figure?
Probably around, I want to say 2000 to 2002. Probably. I bought this.
Oh, really?
Let's see if it has a date in it. Yeah, 2002.
Cool.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty neat, man. It sounds good. You know, it's a little hard to play because the action's like a violin, but it's pretty cool. Use it up.
Whoa.
Oop, that's the wrong note there. Yeah. Now my fingers are going to stink because these strings are old.
Oh,
Acoustic guitar strings, man, they make your fingers reek.
acoustic fingers. Yeah.
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 But it's neat. I needed, I was telling Johnny and Dave yesterday, I needed this to, when I was doing the music for one of those trailer songs, I needed an acoustic part just somewhere in there. So reluctantly, I had to go get it.
Oh, it sounds good, man.
Yeah, it's cool. I prefer to have it E flat, but I had to tune it up to E for the song I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, Jay, Vintage Sounds is asking you if you're going to sell the ESP axe.
Probably not, man. I was thinking about it probably last year, but I mean, the guitar isn't worth that much, so it's almost pointless. It might be one of those things where, you know, if Ellie ever wants to play guitar, you know, she can kind of start on that, and I don't have to worry about her, you know, dropping one of my, you know, good guitars.
Yeah.
One of your Ford Tauruses.
Ford Taurus. Or the Mercury Sable, like the cheaper version of the Taurus. I need some Germex. God.
So if anyone wants to buy my Shark, my destroyer, it's for sale.
Whoa. Really?
It's been for sale. I just thought Rob Johnson wanted it, but apparently
Who?
doesn't. Ron Johnson?
Who?
Johnson.
There you go. What do you want it, Steve?
Me?
Yeah, I can make it happen. You know, I'll take about 10 to 15%.
How many Steves are in here? I've never seen you play that guitar.
It's tough to play sitting down.
What do you eat?
Yeah,
John
Beane.
An oatmeal cookie.
Ooh,
With raisins?
Yes.
Little Debbie?
No, from Young's Farm. It's organic. It's amazing.
Oh, now I want to open
a local farm. It's a local farm that makes bread and all kinds of stuff.
I was watching the it would have been the Ben's show, Canucks with Guitars, and they were talking about moon pies, was it?
Yeah, they call them wagon wheels up there where you hosers are.
Yeah, they had a different name for them.
Yeah.
Wagon wheel. Well, Steve, you're up there. A wagon wheel. What is it? It's the same as.
Yeah. Yep.
Where do you get those?
Oh, okay. Yep.
Just any supermarket has the wagon wheels.
And that's what they call them up there? That's what they're named up there? Wagon wheel instead of...
Ever since I can remember when I was a kid. Yep, wagon wheel.
And what do they... So many questions.
Yeah.
We really... That's right. Jeannie's going to wake up and say, you guys talking about food again? Yeah, because Jay and I, if we had our way, we'd have...
Yeah,
we would have it our way, at Burger King,
Yeah, real quick before you continue, Dave, when you were on vacation, that one show was just me and Johnny. Jeannie texted me like halfway or 3/4 of the way through and was like, "Whenever it's you and Johnny on by yourselves, all it is food talk."
Yeah,
we sprinkle in guitars here and there, but.
Well, we should do a food show.
Yeah,
we should just have like one day where we just go live and just talk about food.
But we talk about the most unhealthiest. We both eat. I mean, I'll speak for myself. I eat like crap. I eat a bunch of garbage.
Yeah. Well, I've stopped. I've no more Taco Bell.
Wow.
I'm even about to boycott Chipotle.
Wow.
No more Chipotle.
But you've said that on multiple occasions.
Yeah, I don't believe you.
Yeah, I don't believe him either.
I had Chipotle when I was up in Walnut Creek on Wednesday. It just wasn't good.
Really?
Wasn't good. No.
Wasn't good because the food tastes bad, or they just didn't give you enough.
The food tasted bad.
Ugh.
And they didn't give me enough, but it wasn't. I don't know. Chipotle. Let me know in the chat. What do you guys think about Chipotle? I'm lying? Well.
What?
Oh, not the same. Oh, so the moon pies and the wagon wheels are not the same thing. Steve,
what's the
difference?
difference?
The only one to... Have you had a moon pie, Steve?
I don't know what a moon pie is.
Well, you hold on a second. You just said
it's a wagon wheel.
Well, you're talking wagon wheel. Someone said the wagon wheel and the moon pie is the same. That's fine. The wagon wheel to me, yeah, it's like marshmallow in the middle.
Yeah.
And it's like what?
And what's on the outside of it?
It's
chocolate. It's chocolate
like,
cookie.
Yeah, like chocolate cookie on the outside.
Okay, well that's not a moon pie then.
Okay.
A moon pie. Amanda, aren't moon pies like banana?
No.
Banana flavored?
No.
It looks like a banana.
It's a marshmallow with chocolate. It's not even a cookie. It's marshmallow.
It's soft, right?
Yes. It's cookie on the bottom. Marshmallow in the middle, covered with chocolate like ganache that hardens.
We're gonna have to Google this. No, it's not chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah, the munchies. There you go, Michael Smith. The Johnny Beane. Well, you got two Johnny. Oh yeah, the Johnny Beane's Munchie Show.
No, I like how Michael wrote it. Johnny Beane, the Johnny Beane's Munchie Show. I like that.
I thought he was gonna say the Johnny Beane and Jay Hannon Munchie.
Oh, no. Yeah, but then that would insinuate that we smoke pot, and that's not the case. So.
Well, I don't, but no, everybody thinks I do anyway. So.
Yeah, hey, people think I do too. I thought you did.
Doesn't matter. You thought I did. I thought you did. I think I do, and I don't.
I just snort cocaine.
Yeah, and I know Chipotle just had a recall on something too again. So I gotta look up these wagon wheels and things.
I know Darius Rucker sings Wagon Wheel.
Now, talking about Little Debbie, what do you guys know about the Star Crunch? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Everything Little Debbie's good. I mean, it's all good.
Anything that's not coconut is good.
Yeah, I don't like coconut.
No. Not at all. The only time I can deal with like any kind of coconut anything is like if you have to put sunscreen on. Then it's like, okay, well, 99% of sunscreen smells like coconut, so what are you going to do?
Well, that fried chicken sure good.
Anybody else want to barf after? Wait, where is it? Yeah, there you go. Dave, do that again.
Hey, Dave, is that shark guitar in your reach? Just a couple of requests for some of the guys here wanted a rundown of it. Is it within your reach?
Yeah, Desiree could get it.
Wake up, Desiree.
It's right there.
Desiree, can you get that guitar?
Sleeping, dude. Stop.
Desiree.
Johnny, come on.
That's why you got to use headphones, man.
No, that I don't have to use headphones. You can just be quiet.
Oh,
I was hoping he was going to yell Han.
Wagon wheels. Oh, these look good.
Yeah, man.
At the Walmart in Canada.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the wagon wheel. Oh, that looks good, man. That almost looks like a pinwheel. You guys know the pinwheels?
Yeah, that looks better than a moon pie.
Yeah. That's not a moon pie. That's not
a moon pie.
That's not the same thing.
No. Moon pie. Wagyu, I wasted 2 hours today looking for the spearmint mints I remember. What?
Oh, Dave's got his shark guitar. So if Dave wants to give the rundown of the shark guitar, the body, the neck, who built it for you and painted and all that stuff.
Steve,
Well, I'm not going to tell anyone who painted it for me because that guy wants to keep his identity quiet.
Speak your mind, Steve. Say,
Clark?
Jay and Johnny, can you shut up while Dave shows this guitar off?
Okay, well, that's the moon pie right there. That actually looks disgusting.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know.
Trying to remember the name of those up here. It has a different name. Ah.
Wait a minute, but the chocolate version does look like the wagon wheel.
It's not enough marshmallow in it.
How much fluff does it need?
Marshmallow fluff. Remember that stuff? Yeah. I used to eat that by the tablespoonful, man. It's a wonder I don't have diabetes.
When I was a kid, I used to get into the Baker's chocolate and the Crisco.
The what? Baker's chocolate? That stuff tastes, ugh.
I know.
There's like no sugar in it.
When you're a kid, you don't know. It's chocolate, and it's in the cupboard.
Man, I used to eat the marshmallow fluff by the tablespoonful.
This is a preview of our Munchie show, you guys.
And I used to eat the cake icing out of the plastic tub. All right, Steve's typing to Dave right now, saying, "Can you shut these two up, please, so he can show this guitar?"
Backstage at when you were on tour playing Ozfest, the food trays probably look like Spinal Tap, with the Oreos with the middle taken out. It's like, where's Jay?
Yeah, twist them all, lick them all, and put them back. All right,
Yeah,
the guitar time.
Yeah, that stuff's disgusting.
Go for it, Dave. I think you got an opening.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir. Do you know the wood on the body and wood on the neck?
Well, it's this guitar was built from I want to say it was ash, and it was built by Donnie Ward. It was built by just a blocks of wood. He built the actual whole guitar from blocks of wood, like the originals.
Wow.
It's a neck. It's a set neck. It's not a bolt-on. It's a real deal guitar. He has a 76 or a 77 Destroyer, Ibanez Destroyer, and he took all the measurements off his guitar for this. He does make these guitars, or at least he makes the carcasses. The wood, the body, and the neck, and it's up to you to build it. He'll sell you that. He'll build that for you and sell you the unpainted. Just the wood, and you got to put all the parts together and paint it. The pickups are, they both work in this guitar. They're both Pariah pickups, whichever ones he uses for his Shark. I believe they're the super distortions for this guitar. All high-end parts. Everything is high-end parts. The tuning pegs are 3 gold and 3 chrome Schaller minis, but the gold ones have the larger buttons on them, like they are on Ed's guitar. It's all high-end parts, and it's painted exactly and relic exactly like Eddie's guitar.
So it's really
it's a real deal. Yeah, it's a real deal replica of that guitar. It's not a cheaply made guitar.
And it's definitely silver, the stripes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, as far as those turnbuckle things, where would you get something like that from?
Trade secret. Not telling you.
Gotcha.
And do we know any other famous guitar players that ever sort of copied something like that and played it live?
Jay, that's just a wily way of saying I have no idea. I don't know where this came from.
Oh yeah,
huh?
Whatever.
No, they have like an Ace hardware store.
Yeah, but they're not the same size. They're bigger. They don't have the exact size that are on this Eddie Shark.
You'd get them at one of those tractor, one of those farm.
Probably a tractor supply place. Yeah.
Yeah, wherever you'd get them in Texas, where everything's bigger. You should have stocked up on those. They wouldn't let you back on the plane. His pockets are full of those things. It goes through security, and he just goes off nonstop.
Mm-hmm.
He's pouring them out.
John Biella, this guitar, I'm asking $2,000 for this guitar.
Oh,
God. Does not come with a case.
No case?
No.
Oh well, then forget it. I'm not. No.
Johnny, you wouldn't be buying it anyway. If you had $2,000, you'd be buying food with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Dutchy 5150, just so you know, any building that I always want to build something guitar wise. Everything's stopped right now. The condo building that I own downtown. The building needs a new elevator, so the contingency fund covers like half of it through the strata fees that we pay. So, but we individually, every unit has to pay the other half. So I owe $3,300 basically to buy an elevator. Yeah, me and probably there's 9 units per floor times about 13 floors. Yeah, up to like over 100 people are paying like over $3,000. So
damn.
Yeah, it's a kick in the teeth, man. I could have built a couple of guitars, right? Yeah.
Well, to get some frustration out, why don't you crank that Marshall you got behind you and
oh yeah.
Wait a minute. Is he actually plugged into that? Wait, Steve, you're gonna wake Desiree. Wait, are you actually plugged into that amp?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's low volume though. That's not loud.
Oh, you got a phase.
That can't be loud.
No, it's on like 2.
2. I can't even my PV 5150. I can't even play it on 0.5.
Well, Johnny, that Peavey 5150 is like 120 watts. His is 50.
Yeah, my 6505 has a I call it a not so sweet spot where it's like, okay, there's a little bit of volume, it doesn't really say, and then bow. It's like, oh, it's on. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember before when I first got the 5150 head, I got it at Guitar Center. I want to say for 500. I want to say used.
Mm-hmm.
And this was in 1995 is when I got it. And so I would play it through. I had a PV Stereo Chorus 212 amplifier.
The burp button.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll just do it for you. There you go. I got you covered.
And what I did in the beginning, I've got pictures of this. I might actually have a video of it. You know, I would set the amp or the head on top of the Stereo Chorus combo, and I remember cutting the cables in the back and hooking the cables up to the speaker cable and plugging in my head into those the 212s. Right. So that's that's how I used to play it at first. And then I ended up getting a brand new 5150 cab, which I got the slant, which I should have got the straight. I didn't know back then, you know. And I'd play that in my bedroom. And I could only have it up. I'm not kidding. 0.5 was loud enough for bedroom.
You set it to 0 and you go, and there it is.
You blow on it. Can I say that? Yeah, you blow on it just slightly.
Yeah,
and then it's like, shut up.
Yeah.
We're all trying to sleep.
Neighbors up.
Our neighbor's 102. She'll be up at 4 o'clock anyway. You know. Thumbnail.
I don't know, man. I think I'm looking at I paused the video. How far into it are we? Crap, I can't tell. It's like at 107 or something, 1:07 when I was when I had the neck, you know, not attached.
Mm-hmm.
And it literally looks like my guitar broke.
And are you smiling?
No, I'm like, actually look like I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah, I mean, because right now we're using the thumbnails for the show tomorrow with Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
But once, you know, that's over, you know, I can make a crazy thumbnail of you, you know, with the broken.
Well, I'll take a screenshot of it or a picture of it real quick so you can see. And I'm not going to post it in the... What?
All right. Oh, ours are the same.
Yeah.
Here's what I got going on the screen in front of me.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can make out the string in front of my face, and then the neck, you know, looks like it's coming off of the guitar. But
you look like you have a goatee. You look like you're like seriously like soloing, and you're soloing so hard you're bending the neck.
It does.
You look like a young Dave Nesdahl there,
and it looks like I have a toupee on.
Like I said, young Dave Nesdahl. Look at that.
You look like you have the hair that I'm missing.
Like Velcro. No, it's Lego hair. It looks like Lego hair I have on. He snapped it onto me.
That's a cool thumbnail. Yeah, send that to me. After tomorrow, I'll change it to that. That's cool.
Ken Stoll asks, is it a myth that playing a tube amp at low volumes routinely can damage it?
No.
Or anything like that.
At low volume?
Tube amp at low volumes routinely can damage it.
No.
I don't know.
Mm-mm.
Then he says an electrical engineer told him it's not true.
That's exactly right. It's not true.
that's what I think.
Have you guys ever had like the sound police come to your house like at a rehearsal?
Nope.
That happened to me one time. I was jamming with these guys. This would have been in Oakland, California, at like somebody's house. We were just like jamming away, and the cops didn't show up, but like some guy with like a decibel meter showed up.
What?
Yeah, yeah, he
What
showed
time?
up. And,
What time?
what?
What time at night?
During
was
the
it?
day? No,
Oh my
just
God.
during the afternoon. And he's like, guys, you got to turn it down. Let's check the sound meter. Yeah, it was weird.
You should have been like, oh, let me check it real quick. Let me put it up next to my amp, and then when he hands it to you, you smash it. And so you get out of here before I see how many frets I can get up. You know.
Man, what's the quote from the audience is listening song? Was it John Beale? Somebody posted it in the Discord last night. Is that a quote from the song where it's like, "This is my whammy bar"? Right? The teachers.
I warn you,
yelling
it's
at
going to
him.
get loud.
Yeah. Boys, it's getting too loud. Let me see. I have the tab book right here. Let me see if there's the the lyrics in here.
Has the lyrics?
It
Yeah,
does.
if you watch one of the I was watching some of that stuff last night, and one of the YouTube videos of that song, in the comments, somebody actually said the name of the woman who did the voice in that song.
It was his actual teacher. One of his actual teachers.
One of Steve's teachers.
It was one of his teachers.
Yep.
But the person that left the comment was saying that was like their aunt or something. Like they were related to her.
Let me see if he just said heads up. Calm down. That's good. Okay. Yeah.
There we go. John Beale. He's got it. Yeah.
Yep. And this is my whammy bar. It's gonna be loud. Yep. Don't you think that's a bit loud, boys? It's getting too loud. What did you say? You want me to turn it down? You mean down like this, and then he turn. Yep. It really is brilliant. I'm looking at the tabs, I'm like, it looks like somebody just made up a whole bunch of numbers and just wrote them out on some of these songs. Like, holy crap.
There's an amazing song on that one, Jay. It's called Sisters.
Yeah.
I think. Oh man, that thing's unbelievable. That.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this album is, in my opinion, the best solo guitar record ever made.
Yeah, I like Surfing with the Alien a lot. Joe Satriani.
That's another great one. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of surfing with the alien, I don't know if you why am I blurry? It's so weird. Oh, there we go. Oh, I lost my pen. Most of you guys wouldn't know this unless you're local to the San Francisco Bay Area, but there's a very famous very famous studio out here called Fantasy Studios, and that's where like something like every like CCR record was recorded. David Lee Roth actually did some of I'm thinking Eat 'Em and Smile there, actually. A lot of people, but Surfing with the Alien was probably recorded there. It's in Berkeley, California, but actually the studio is actually closing down, so it's a big deal around here as far as the music community, because the studio has been there for so many years, you know. But now with home recording,
Mm-hmm.
you know, did I tell you guys the time I was eating at this Mexican restaurant, and one of the guys from Star Wars was eating at the table across from me?
Like the original series?
The puppet. Yeah, the guy his name is Phil Tippett. He did all the puppets in Star Wars. Like he did, like, you know, the Rancor,
Mm-hmm.
Jabba the Hutt's monster that Luke Yeah, he was the guy, like his hand was like in that monster. Anyway, I was eating at this restaurant one time and he was sitting across from me. And I'm sitting there, you know, eating, and he's looking at me, and we're like chewing, looking at each other. Anyway, this restaurant.
Did he say he doesn't like you? I don't like you either.
No, Dave Desnall said that. Anyway, this Mexican restaurant, I'm thinking it had something to do with Santana. Actually, Santana donated a lot of the stuff that's in the restaurant. Anyway, that restaurant was across the street from Fantasy. And I used to eat there because I used to have a workspace just down the street. So it was cool, though. I mean, you'd go in there and you would see, you know, the guy that played the Rancor and Return of the Jedi, or any rock star that was recording at the studio across the street, because it was a major studio. You know?
Major.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd Steve go? I see the lazy boy.
Uh-huh. Didn't he have like an Iron Maiden segment?
Oh, here it's starting now. Okay, it's time to
Great puppeteer. Yeah. Phil Tippett. Yeah, John Beale. Yeah, he was responsible for all the original Star Wars. He had his own trading cards. If you guys had the Star Wars trading cards, the original ones, they had cards of him.
Wow.
You know? And yep, Emeryville. Old head office was in Emeryville, but downtown. Oh, he's in SF now? Okay,
Is that what people from California call it? He's from SF now?
Oh, we don't call it Frisco. No.
No, I wouldn't call it Frisco either. I'd call it San Francisco.
No, just SF. I mean, yeah. I mean, the thing is, if you live in San Francisco and you send mail within San Francisco, you just put SF California. You don't even put San Francisco. You don't write it out. Yeah, he was back when I saw him at this restaurant. That's when he had his studios in Emeryville. That's right. That makes sense because I was just right down the street. Looks happy.
Hi.
Who's buying this? Tell me now.
Who's buying it?
Who's buying it?
$20,000. Going once?
Not $20,000.
Yeah, right. John Beale was interested. He wanted to know the details. Poof.
Made me get up out of my chair.
Yeah.
Just because we wanted to see it. Next time I'm just going to send a picture.
Yeah.
We got pictures of that thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you ever advertise any of your guitars for sale, Dave? Or
No.
you pretty much do the private thing, yeah?
Yeah. Because most of them are not for sale. And if the only reason that I'm actually not worried about this with the whole lawyer Eddie Van Halen thing is because Eddie doesn't have anything like this for sale.
No.
So I don't care.
Mm-hmm. Well, not yet.
Yeah.
That's why I want to sell this before one comes out.
Yeah.
Well, maybe John Beale has a cool Wolfgang he'll trade or something.
No trades.
Maybe Eddie will buy it.
I want money, cash. I don't
Cash,
want
baby.
no trades.
That black and white marbled swirled Ibanez behind you, Dave, looks really awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Larry Mitchell.
That guitar is very special to me.
Oh, that one was built for Larry Mitchell?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So that paint scheme's sort of one of a kind then.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
All swirl
all
guitars are one of a kind.
Yeah.
You know,
Wow.
unless they make raps.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh. That's right, Wagyu. All pennies. So wait, so Steve, didn't you have like an Iron Maiden thing you wanted to show, or?
Yeah, it's all ready to launch.
Because this is the last show for like weeks.
Oh, yeah.
So get it in. I'm serious. I'm going out of town on Monday. I won't be here. So
Yeah. What is it now? It's 10:45 Pacific. 140. What is it? 145.
Calculating it all out right now.
145 Eastern.
What video is playing behind you, Steve-O?
It's the Iron Maiden Flight 666 concert.
Yeah.
Okay, first album, Iron Maiden, 1980. Opening for Kiss is who they opened for that tour on the Dynasty tour that had I Was Made for Loving You. This was the first album cover. And this has the
I'm not
song,
laughing at the album cover. It's like,
okay.
How can they play I Was Made for Loving You and then that?
Well, Iron Maiden opened for Kiss.
Yeah.
Yeah, in 1980. And yeah,
so did Kiss get booed off the stage after that?
Probably.
Probably not, actually, because the Kiss Army is just forget it.
And
they were all Kiss fans.
And in my opinion, Steve, you might not feel the same way, but in my opinion, Iron Maiden wasn't Iron Maiden until Bruce Dickinson joined. But that's
I
my
agree.
opinion. Yeah,
I agree. Bruce Dickinson and definitely
Bruce Dickinson.
Yeah.
So my favorite song off this one's called "Running Free." That'd be my favorite song off of this one. And yeah, first album.
Cool. So wait, what's the lineup? I don't know anything about Iron Maiden.
Yes.
Okay. So we got Paul Di'Anno is on vocals. He was kind of sort of a punk rock singer. A lot of people liked him. And,
a lot of people like. Never mind.
Yeah, Dave Murray, blonde Dave Murray, who's still in the band. He was in the band then. Steve Harris on bass. Clyde Burr on drums.
Yeah, that was not good either.
And they had two guitar players on this first record, and they kept changing like every year. So Dennis Stratton was the other guitar player on this record. Yeah, so I'll get to the second album.
Ken Stowe says "Die with Your Boots On." Is that on that record?
No, we'll get to it. That's off of Peace of Mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't think that was on the first album.
That's record number 24.
Yeah, right. Here's the second album. This is called Killers. Favorite song off of this is called Wrathchild. So they had this is when Adrian Smith came into the band, who's still in the band today. So the dual attack of Dave Murray, blonde Dave Murray, and Adrian Smith was on this record. There's also the title track called Killers. Still Paul Di'Anno on vocals. And this is where I get into what I'm calling the new segment of the show called the Jay Hannon Rant. Yeah.
What am I going to rant about on this, though?
No. I'm doing it for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
So this, yeah, go ahead.
I'm trying to find the gasping sound.
Yeah.
There isn't one.
No.
Okay. Anyway, after this record, Paul Di'Anno was replaced by Bruce Dickinson. So part of, yeah. But you know what, guys? First European tour, Paul Di'Anno on vocals. First top 40 chart success, Paul Di'Anno on vocals. First top 10 chart success, Paul Di'Anno on vocals.
Yeah, hang on.
Wait a minute.
Even a broken clock is right twice a day.
Yeah, right. First appearance on Top of the Pops, Paul Di'Anno on vocals. First world tour, Paul Di'Anno on vocals. First Japanese tour, obviously Paul Di'Anno. First American tour, Paul Di'Anno. First headlining tour, Paul Di'Anno. So everyone, I know the Bruce Dickinson thing, you know what, kind of like Van Halen, someone comes in to what's kind of already a well-oiled machine.
Don't compare Paul Di'Anno to Diamond David Lee Roth. Please, come on.
No. I'm just talking about a lead singer replacing someone else, right? And also, Paul Di'Anno, when you listen to this, there's a lot of range on this record. There's baritone, lots of falsetto shrieking.
I'm not doubting or saying that he wasn't a singer. I'm just saying as far as, in my opinion, musically, I think, and I think somebody said it in the chat, and Dave, I think, feels the same way. Just Bruce's voice just made Iron Maiden. It works hand over fist. It just works.
Yeah.
You're damn right.
So, just my point was,
you don't need the third guitar player either.
Yeah, right.
Even though they have it.
Yeah. No, just the fact that it was kind of like a setup machine already, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. That was my point.
Gotcha.
Steve Harris makes that band anyway.
Oh yeah, it's huge. This is one of
that's really the deal.
This is one of my, so there was a point in my life, late 80s, when I kind of sold all my records and started CD collecting. But this is one of a lot of records I kept that I really thought had cool covers. This is one of my favorite covers. This is Iron Maiden. It's called Maiden Japan. From the second record, Killers tour. I thought that was a cool album cover, this one, just with Eddie. That was a cool look to that one. I don't know.
It's cool to have a mascot. If you think about like Maiden and Megadeth, if you think about those two bands, you know, a lot of bands where, what's our album cover going to be? What's our album cover be? These bands can just like, okay, we have a mascot that's probably going to be the album cover. And you give an artist, you know, an idea and they run with it.
Yeah. So lead singer change, Number of the Beast. My favorite song on this one is called Hallowed Be Thy Name. It's probably my favorite Iron Maiden song. Run to the Hills was on this. So this album did go #1 at the time. That's when Run to the Hills single was really hot in the UK. And yeah.
That's the album. My a kid I went to, I'm trying to think what grade I was in. It might have been 5th grade. This kid in class who was a headbanger. This is when I was starting to get into like the heavier stuff, you know. He let me borrow that cassette, and I remember looking at the cover in class, thinking like, "Oh my God, this is devil music," you know.
Yeah.
And I brought it home and listened. You know, the intro to that whole album is, you know, talking about 666 and the number of the beast and all that stuff, and I had to listen to it like super low volume because I'm like, if my dad hears this, the tape is gone. You know, my friend won't even get it back. It's going to be out of there.
Dude, I used to get in trouble when I bought 5150.
Really?
You know, Dreams would come on in the car, and my mom would say, "Listen to this. He's singing about getting higher and higher." You know, and I'd get in trouble for that.
And that is not anywhere near what that song means, you know?
Yeah. There's also, you guys know the series called Classic Albums? Mm-hmm. There is one for Number of the Beast. That's pretty cool. That talks to the original producer of the record. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Next record, a real favorite, Iron Maiden, Peace of Mind. This has Where Eagles Dare on it, Flight of Icarus. The Trooper, that's a real standard song that they play live.
That's a mainstay in their in their live set.
Yeah. So yeah.
Has anybody heard the Trooper mixed with Beat It from Michael Jackson? No. I think it's called a mashup when they take the vocals from one song and put it. They took the vocals from Beat It and put it to the Trooper. It is phenomenal.
Yeah. This is really getting into the heyday of this band. So this is Power Slave, yes. like all sort of metal bands. I guess Iron Maiden started it, but you can always go back to ancient Egypt. And yeah, so that was kind of the theme with this one. And
2 minutes to midnight, man.
Yeah, I guess my favorite song of this is called Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner. It's like 13.
Great song.
Yeah, great song. Yep.
Yeah, I really like that one off of this. And like Jay said, Ace is High, 2 minutes to midnight. Yeah, so this is
the song Power Slave.
Yeah, Power Slave's great song.
Yep. Yeah. Man, I want to go listen to Maiden now.
But before you go any further, I just want to get on the record by saying that Somewhere in Time is not only my favorite Maiden record, but my favorite Maiden song.
Wow.
I'm going to have to go to sleep soon.
That's my favorite Iron Maiden record as well.
Yeah. So what Johnny was talking about, getting in trouble, when my dad saw this,
live after that.
I almost got my ass kicked by my own father. But yeah, when this came out, guys, the Live After Death, this tour, I'll go to the gatefold. This is what was great about double albums, is when you go to this. I mean, look at that. There's the stage, Eddie with the eyes exploding, the whole thing. That was a pretty awesome stage with all the ancient Egypt stuff. So yeah, this was
And Steve, that's what we talk about when we talk about, you know, back in the day when we were younger, listening, you know, whether it's an album, and that's not a double, that's a double LP. That's how you refer to that. But you know, whether it's the CD of that or whatever, like that's the type of thing when you were a kid listening to that, you're sitting on the edge of your bed, you know, with the songs playing, and you're just staring at the artwork and the pictures, and just like it just, you know, you get into it more.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I have to say goodnight. I can't keep my eyes.
Dave. Thanks, man.
I'll talk to you guys later. I'll see you all tomorrow.
4 p.m.
With Thomas.
Yeah.
And we'll have a good time. Have a great night, guys.
Good night,
Thanks.
Dave.
Bye.
Yeah.
So guys, this is the booklet that came in live after death. Again, it's pretty cool. There is a shot in here which kind of also.
Oh, look at that guy's mustache. Hold on, go back to the front.
Wait.
This guy right here.
Yeah,
He's
that's
Jim
like
Croce.
ear to ear, man. What would that be like?
Yeah.
It almost looks like it looks like the guy behind him's holding up that picture.
It's like this.
It's like combed.
Yeah.
It's like
I just wanna,
didn't people used to do that?
I want to show which one is it. Where is it?
Oh, wait. How about this? Might be it. This might be closer to it. Yes, right here.
This one
Can they
here.
see you? I don't know if they can see you.
I don't
It's
know.
this one
I
here.
haven't presented.
No, guys. I just want to. This one here, the Christ Redeemer statue in Rio, and you see Steve Harris and Dave Murray standing in front of it.
Oh,
so this
dude.
is like 1984, 85. This tour. So that was kind of sort of half the inspiration of this.
Oh, okay.
When I went there, when my dad passed away 7 years ago, as soon as it happened, I was like, I got to do something. I got to get out of here. And so I went and took my dad's photo in front of the Christ Redeemer statue. I always played soccer in my life, and Brazilian players, the teams were kind of an inspiration to me, but it was kind of half that and then half because of that damn photo of the guys, Steve Harris and Dave Murray in front of the Christ Redeemer statue. I said, one day I'm going there. So that was kind of half the inspiration. I got to do it. So I did it. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. How tall is that thing anyway?
It's like 250 feet.
Jesus.
So that photo, my buddy was lying on his back, like looking up.
To get the right angle, to get the whole.
Yeah, to get the whole thing in it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it was funny that I always remembered that photo from this record.
Mm-hmm.
Even though my dad slagged it. So what? Next in line, this is what Jay Hannon was talking about. This is Iron Maiden, Somewhere in Time. So this tour, guys, it was very sort of based on the movie Blade Runner. So when before Iron Maiden came on stage, the actual music from Blade Runner played over the PA before they went on stage.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And great song on this is called Wasted Years. That's one of my favorite Iron Maiden songs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
and,
that was the first one I ever heard, was Wasted Years, and then seeing that record cover. That was my introduction to that band.
Mine too. That was the first. Again, some kid I played Little League with. He was getting into rap, and my dad and his dad were both coaches on the team. So we were over there one day, and he was giving me a bunch of like heavy metal cassettes. Like, here you go. Here's Iron Maiden. Here's this. I'm like, Iron Maiden. I'm not gonna listen to that. And I got home with that, and it was like, holy crap!
Yeah,
you know what I had been missing.
Yeah. And the cover of this one's really cool because it kind of has like a lot of the pubs and stuff that Iron Maiden used to play at before they even had a record deal. Like on the cover, like hidden. There's a lot of hidden messages on this.
Open that up because there's some cool.
Yeah, it's not the record, but
yeah, no, but still, it still has some cool stuff in there.
Yeah, hold on, if I can get it out of here. Yeah, this is the front and the back kind of combined. Yeah,
Oh wow. Yeah, I've never seen that.
Yeah, I think there's like a Facebook page just dedicated to this album cover.
Yeah. I spent
I'm
a lot
not
of time
kidding.
looking at that thing.
Yeah, there's lots of names and of pubs and stuff like I was saying on this. Yeah, lots of references to the other records and stuff. Yeah.
That's one of those things, like that album cover and you know, the extra artwork, I guess, that's in the other stuff, but it's one of those things you look at and every time you stare at it, you're like, oh, I never noticed that before.
Yeah.
And that is one of those Iron Maiden records that a lot of the hardcore Maiden fans, they don't like that album. That's like one of their least favorites.
No, they don't. Because it was kind of the intro to some kind of synthesizers. Might have been on a couple songs.
Yes.
Yeah. And then definitely.
Oh. And you think Van Halen fans are rough?
Yeah,
when
right.
the synthesizers came in, imagine Iron Maiden fans and the keys.
Yep. And this one actually takes a lot of hits. Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. Now a lot of like synth stuff is on this.
Yeah, that's even more. Yep.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't like this, and even for me, like it kind of goes to the Wasted Years on Somewhere in Time, and then from there on out, it kind of lessens the amount that I like the band, anyways.
Really?
Yeah, kind of did. But it revived itself because members left and then started coming back, and I went to the reunion in 2000. So we'll get to that.
Mm-hmm.
And this was a live concert that came out 1988. Would have been that record, Seventh Son, but this was made in England again, but with Bruce Dickinson in '88. So this was a show from, I think, Birmingham. Yeah,
it says it right on there.
Yeah. And then we get to the last couple albums. Adrian Smith had left, so that's when you get to this is called No Prayer for the Dying. But Adrian Smith had left the band by this point. So he was kind of an inspiration as far as some of the songwriting, like Wasted Years. He wrote that one, and that was a big hit. So all of a sudden, that guy's gone. So, yeah. And then there's Fear of the Dark.
Yes, Fear of the Dark. Yeah, if anybody wants, all you have to do is go watch. What is it? Why was it Live in Rio? Rock in Rio? Live in Rio? Which one is it? When they play that song, man, that harmony part in the middle of the song, the crowd is just so loud.
Oh yeah,
nuts.
Yeah, they're pretty crazy. The South American fans, I've seen, because you know how big soccer is down there, but I've seen like banners at soccer stadiums that have half the banner is of the soccer club's logo, and the other half is like a picture of Eddie. Like Iron Maiden Eddie, yeah, like in a soccer stadium. That's how huge it is. And this is live at Donington with that lineup. The Fear of the Dark would be on that song. And then at this point, that's when Bruce Dickinson left the band.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then they had a replacement singer. Blaze Bailey was his name. There's this one called, I don't know which one's first. There's this one called, I think it's Virtual 11 or something. Yeah. Had that one. I think there's a song called The Klansman on that one. No, the Klansman's on this one. Yeah, this is the Virtual 11 one. Yeah. So that singer was in for 2 records, and of course,
too many.
Well, didn't have a big hit, right?
Are those 2 records? Are they on major labels? The artwork kind of looks like they got into like they were like indie labels at one point.
It says EMI.
Okay, well that's major.
Yeah, both of them were EMI. Then this came out. This is the Ed Hunter video game, and on this they had all the fans voted around the world the top 20 Iron Maiden songs. So there's a CD on this of just the top 20 voted Iron Maiden songs. Was one of the bonus discs to this, plus the video game. So that was pretty cool. And then this was the reunion. So this was
what year was that, Steve? That last
I want to say 99.
Yeah, I think Windows ME was installed on my compact computer. When that
1999. This one.
Windows ME was a ball of crap.
Oh, so that disc isn't even playable anymore then.
It wasn't playable on Windows ME either. Nothing was.
So this album here is really cool. This is called Brave New World. This is when I saw them live in person the first time. This is when they all reunited. Adrian Smith back playing guitar, Bruce Dickinson singing, and they had the third guitar player, Yannick Gers, came into the band. So there's actually a 6-piece. And this is the first time I saw them live. I did a double header. I saw them live in Tacoma, Washington with Rob Halford's band. Not Judas Priest, just Halford's band opened. And then the next night we saw them in Vancouver. So I did a double header for this tour, which was really cool.
Man.
Yeah, that album is awesome.
Yeah.
And
Blood Brothers on that album?
Yeah, Blood Brothers is on it. And
Great.
There's a song called Ghost of the Navigator. That was my favorite one.
That's one of the better ones. That's one of the best ones on that album too.
Yeah. Here's the tour book. Yeah. So I was there. I grabbed the tour book.
Yep.
I'll show you.
I'm having nightmares tonight after looking at all these creature faces and stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, Steve, real quick. John BL said the Ed Hunter, the game, the objective consists of following Iron Maiden's mascot Eddie through various levels, depicting the band's past album covers.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
And this is what Jay was talking about. So this is the tour. This is Rock in Rio.
I have
that was for that record, the reunion. So at this point, like 2000, every single time Iron Maiden puts out an album, they put out a live concert. It was the new trend that they did. Every single album that they put out, had a concert release. Yeah.
And if you have epilepsy, do not watch that, because whoever edited it. Oh, God.
Edited it? Yeah.
Whoever edited it. It's like the camera changes like every second. It's like bam, 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 different shot.
Next record, same lineup, Dance of Death, this is called. Some pretty cool songs on this one, but not as big as the album before it.
No, but there's a lot of good stuff. I mean, in my opinion, Steve, before you get to the next one, I think that's their last great record, in my opinion.
Yeah. And I got to be honest, Jay, you know what I'm talking about? Like the last couple records, I haven't even picked them up. It just hasn't cut it for me. They need to go back to like 1982 and just do some 4-minute rockers, right?
Well, it's that thing. It's like every album after that, there's been like a song or two that I like, but
they have these 20-minute songs, and they're just
And usually the old school stuff, those longer songs were the better ones, but now it's not like that.
Yeah. Here's of course, they put an album out, Dance of Death. So here's the DVD that came out for that one. This was a cool stage they had. Yeah, with Grim Reapers were on either side of the stage for this one.
That's the tour where Dickinson broke his ankle?
Yeah. And then, they're really amazing. They had this thing, this is called Flight 666. So actually, Bruce Dickinson is actually a paid airline pilot. So this is Ed Force One, they call it. It's their own plane that they tour around the world with. And I think this, sorry?
And he flies it. Bruce Dickinson is the actual pilot. Yep.
Yeah. And the stage and the band, everyone that works for them is on this one plane. They pack everything in, and I think on this tour they did like all 5 continents. It's just crazy. Yeah.
So when they get on stage that night, and he says to the crowd, "I just flew in," he literally just flew in.
Yeah.
And boy.
So he has to fly the plane and perform.
I hope he's getting more money than the rest of the guys.
And this is probably one of the last ones I got. This is called A Matter of Life and Death.
That's probably how he got back in the band, you know?
I'll fly, guys. Come on.
It's like, okay, you want back in the band, you know, fly us around. You have your own plane.
Your own, yeah, it's like back in the day, you know, you don't want the singer to sing for you, but he has his own PA or he has a van.
Yeah.
It's like, oh guys, we got to let him in because he's got his own, you know, he could drive us
his own
around.
plane.
Yeah. And now Bruce Dickinson wants in, he's got his own plane. Okay.
He can tour. And like Steve says, they put everything on the plane. There's no trucks, right? Everything's on that plane.
Yeah, everything. Yep. Saw the schematic of how they pack everything in there. I'm sorry if I said 5 continents, there's 7, but I know on that tour they hit like all of them. Yeah.
Oh, none of us knew that.
No. If I had a quiz tomorrow and they asked how many continents are there, I would have said 5.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Sorry, man. Yeah, right.
Oh man.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, Iron Maiden still tours, putting out albums. But yeah, it's been a lot of long, epic songs, like 20-minute songs and that. And yeah, they need to go back. I think it's the producer that they have, this Kevin Shirley. He's just totally gone that direction with them, but they need to get back to the 80s, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's hard to go back to that stuff. I mean, if they're not writing the same material, I mean, you know, producer can only do so much. But I think a lot of times a producer can be with a band for too long.
Yeah,
and eventually become like a yes man. You know, like, oh, everything's great because I'm so attached to these guys. Where everything, you know, you're so involved, where it's like everything's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
U.S. accounts for 5% of the world's population, but 100% of good music. I completely disagree with that, especially in heavy metal. Nowadays, heavy metal, like 5% of the good, good heavy metal comes from America.
Well, then there's in the UK or Europe, there's there's tons of like the power metal and all that in Northern Europe and Germany. And oh yeah.
Here's my contribution to tonight's Iron Maiden show. Didn't open them.
Ah, you're not going to chug both?
No.
Just a sec. I want to grab the bottle I have. I don't know if it's the same or not.
Well, Jeannie was getting PO'd at me when we were in the beer store. When I found these, I was like, they have the new Iron Maiden beer. This was probably 2 years ago now, maybe even 3, but probably 2.
Oh, sorry, Jay. I have the bottle of that one. Yeah.
Oh, you have the bottle of the Trooper. Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah. Oh, wait, how big is that?
That's what she said.
Pretty big. Yeah.
I spent like 10 minutes trying to find the best can.
Yeah. Undented.
Nope. Okay. This one has a little tiny scratch. I can't get this one. How's this one look? Okay. This one has a little tiny scuff, but it's in better condition than the last one. What's the next one look like? She was going, would you just pick one? But I bought 2 of the cans and it was actually pretty good.
Yeah. So everybody, you know the Bruce Dickinson, you probably know most of his stuff, but yeah, if you ever get a chance, check out the album Killers with Paul Di'Anno. I highly recommend you checking it out if you haven't heard it.
Yeah, the only time I'm not gonna. That's not true.
What's that?
Iron Maiden. We did Ozfest in 2005, and they were on the tour.
Yeah.
And I don't really want to say this, but that was the one tour or one Ozfest where Ozzy, every few shows he would cancel because his health. You know, I guess he was having issues at the time. So when Ozzy canceled, Iron Maiden would go from playing, I forget if it was an hour or an hour and a half was their normal set, to playing like 2.5 hours. And I'm telling you, every time, not that I'm not an Ozzy fan, but I love Iron Maiden. So every time it was like, okay, Ozzy's not playing tonight. We were like, yes, we get to see Iron Maiden for 2.5 hours.
Oh yeah,
you get to see 6 songs.
Yeah, 6 songs
instead of 3.
But you know, it was cool for me because Steve, I know you like those first 2 albums, but on that tour, on that Ozfest, the nights that Ozzy played, they literally only played stuff from those first 2 albums.
Oh yeah. There's
maybe they played "Hallowed Be Thy Name."
Oh yeah.
But the other nights when Ozzy canceled, they'd play other stuff. So it was better for me when Ozzy canceled.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say earlier. I know Iron Maiden, when an album comes out, the first part of their tour, they're playing a lot of the new album and a few of the classics, and then all of a sudden, you know, fans are putting up banners that say play the classics, especially more recently, because they don't want to hear the new stuff. And then Bruce Dickinson just grabs the poster, rips it in half, and throws it away, and then the tour ends, and then they do another mini tour somewhere just playing the old stuff again.
Well, I give Dickinson credit for playing, you know, he even played stuff from when Blaze Bailey was in the band, and that is really surprising. A lot of singers are like, yo, I understand playing the stuff before me, but the stuff between, like when I was in and then I wasn't, I'm not playing that stuff.
Yeah, there's that song called there's a song called The Klansman on that one record, that Virtual 11. It's very like Braveheart, the song Freedom. They say free, right? Yeah, they say freedom a lot in the song. It's based off of Braveheart, kind of that song. That's a real popular one. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know what? That's also wait. Let me start. Can we start over? Wait, Dave.
Your brain's resetting.
Let's start my brain turned off. I was just waiting for it to kick back in. No, I was gonna say, you know, that's almost kind of like, well, maybe not. You know, we're always saying that David Lee Roth singing Van Hagar songs is just wrong.
Yeah.
Like, just wrong. Like Roth singing When It's Love? No, no, never. But what's more wrong is Roth singing a Sharon Van Halen song.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Imagine Roth singing
Without You.
or Dirty Water Dog or
Josephina.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know.
Well, that is the amazing thing of how well I know some people don't, you know, people that are Roth fans and don't like the Sammy era, they won't agree with me, but people that like both or love both like I do and like you do, I mean, it is amazing how Sammy came into that band and it just worked. It just worked.
Same with that Brian Johnson and AC/DC.
Yeah. Well, that was like the same style, though. That was kind of, you know, it wasn't like, because Sammy and Dave have two completely different voices, different styles.
Yeah.
But I think it's testament to how well Eddie is a songwriter, or how well he, you know, how good of a songwriter he is, that it just works, man.
It almost seems like to me, just kind of thinking about this now, and Michael Smith just sent me a picture. Should I say this? It almost seems like Brian Johnson is almost like, well, maybe I shouldn't say this. I'll get booed. It's almost like he's like the Gary Sharon. Like he came in and because he was similar and then just stayed.
Yeah.
You know? Like similar kind of voice. Like Gary Sharon was kind of similar to Sammy in a way. He was able to sing those high parts that Roth couldn't. You know? So just think of it that way. You know? I don't know.
Yeah. But I just, I don't want to get into the whole Sharon, my opinion on that, but.
Oh, check this out.
What?
Michael Smith. Michael, dude, this is stuff you put in the Discord, man.
Oh, yeah.
Is that tonight? Is he drinking those right now?
You want to get the captain in here?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go soon, but do you want to get the captain in here?
Anchor that boat and get him in here.
You want to jump in, dude?
Oh, yeah. Where's Caleb?
Does anybody want to jump in? Yeah.
There's Michael Smith. He's ready. He's coming in.
Okay.
Coming in hot.
Yeah, we got a new guy here I haven't seen. John Doe, it looks like. Why does Maiden only play in Europe right now? Yeah, John, so when they release a new record, they're going to play a lot of the new record. And, yeah, I'm sure they'll get to a point where they get over to the United States again. But like we said, it's packing one plane and going all over the place. And those guys are getting older now, right? as soon as, like, any of these guys, bands from the 80s, like, everyone's pushing 60, 65 years old, right? So to leave family and everything else is a big deal, but hopefully they'll come around again. Yeah. Michael Smith and yeah, Caleb. Hey, Johnny, does Caleb have Guitar Leads episode 3 up and running? Do we know?
I do not know.
Oh, okay. I know he was close. He was editing. Yeah, last week.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think we would have seen something.
Yeah.
Okay, Michael. Michael, there you go.
Oh,
Caleb's
not yet. Yeah. Sorry, man. Just reading the chat.
Michael Smith, I'm tagged in a picture on your page. Oh, that's the picture I sent to you of me posing with the chocolate bunnies at the grocery store. I tagged him in a picture. I remember that. Oh, you guys are looking at me. Okay.
Okay. Sorry, chat. When I get going on one of these collection things, I can't really look at the chat at the same time. So I'll see if there's any questions in here at all. There's some arguments in the chat. Michael Smith isn't agreeing with people.
Mm-hmm. Well,
cool.
he's about to jump in.
Cool, man. Cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, we got 35 people. How many thumbs ups?
21.
21. How many Crystal Pepsis?
Yeah, right. One.
One? Awesome.
Only one.
Awesome.
Yeah. Stash.
Well, I don't know who did it, but so this is my vlog as well. I'm doing the daily vlogs this month. Oh, that's what I want to say. I'm sorry, we're like 2.5 hours in. I'm thinking after tomorrow or after tonight, maybe. I'm trying to figure out, because I've been doing the daily vlog, the VEDA vlog every day in April, August thing for like 5 years now. And I'm actually thinking that maybe and this is something I was against for a long time, but I'm almost thinking that I should actually switch to another channel to do those.
Wow.
You know, which apparently I have like another channel I've never used called Johnny Beane's iPhone or something. I've never used it. I made it years ago. So if I decide to do that, like when I'm gone, when I'm on my road trip, most of those videos will be posted to this other channel.
Oh yeah.
Maybe. Maybe, not sure yet, but I'm kind of wondering, you know, because you know how I've always kind of said, you know, everything I do on the channel here, it's all me. I mean, it's all Johnny Beane, you know, whether it's you know, doing your thing, whether it's the thing we do on Tuesdays or Fridays, whether it's daily vlogs, whether it's Howie's videos, my guitar lessons, original, like anything I do on the channel, it's all me. So it for me, it makes sense to upload all different kinds of content, you know, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I will create, or at least start uploading to another channel, you know, some of the stuff that has nothing to do with music, nothing to do with guitar.
Food.
Food. Yeah. The Johnny and Jay's Munchie
Munchie hour. Well, by the way, Johnny, how many eggs today?
Oh man. Oh, they're in the fridge now. I want to say 4.
Oh, all right.
Howie is the best uploader. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Well, yeah, I think anything Howie will still be on the channel here, because if it wasn't for Howie, this channel wouldn't exist. You know, that's the reason I created a YouTube channel, was to post videos of Howie, and there is a Howie playlist on here going back to 2003.
Wow. 15
Right?
years.
Well, actually, this kind of, well, wait a minute. YouTube didn't start in 2005. Well, Howie was born in 2003, so 2000, right? 2005.
Yeah. So he was 2.
He was 2. Does that make sense? I don't. Who knows? Who knows? Either way, I might enable this other YouTube channel called Johnny's iPhone or whatever it is, and whatever it's called. I mean, I'll make a video about it, and you guys will, if you guys want to subscribe to that channel, you know, you can. And I'm just saying, like any of the road trip stuff, because seriously, the last time I did a vlog every day, I lost like 30 subscribers. Like, people like jumped ship.
Really?
You know? Yeah. And I'm thinking tomorrow with Thomas, you know, I'll get a bunch of like more subscribers, and I don't want them to be like the next video. Oh, everybody, here I am, you know, in Texas. It's like, boo, you know.
The
know
boat
what I mean?
is docked. The boat is
Hey,
anchored.
man.
I can't believe I parked the thing after I drank these. I heard a bunch of thuds at the aft, so I'm gonna have to go check out my aft when I get off.
Michael, looks like you're wearing one of those hats with the propeller on top, man.
No, it looks like you just drank both of those.
I had to have something for effect, right?
Michael, I had no idea it had Iron Maiden beer. That's amazing.
Yeah, well, unlike Jay, I actually drank these. No. Listen, I bought these not to drink them, right? And I couldn't help myself. I was like,
well, you run out, and then what are you going to do? You got 2 Iron Maiden beers on your fridge. You got to down it.
No, he drank those tonight because of you, Steve.
Yeah, no, yeah. No, tonight. I'm talking tonight. They've been sitting 3 years.
Yeah, because in the picture you sent me, yeah, they're open and they're full. I see that.
3 years those have been sitting there?
Yeah.
Warm?
Yeah. Well, they're made in England, right?
That's how they drink beer in England.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Warm.
Was it skunky or anything?
No, they weren't open.
I didn't throw up, so I guess, you know.
Not yet.
Not yet. Projectile vomiting, right? Like this. Oh.
Wait a minute. Now, who has that now? Everybody has one of those.
Everybody except for Nesdal.
He doesn't have one of these? Yo, I like that. What was that? What do you call it? The fart pad that you were hanging on earlier?
The fart piano.
Fart piano.
Hear the delay on that?
I like that it has the notes on the keys.
And actually, it is right too. I have a little tiny piano downstairs, and everything matches up. Like that is an A. Ready?
Yeah.
See?
Can you put that up to the guitar?
Huh?
Can you play that on the
Oh
pickup?
yeah. Where's the volume? It's like an alarm clock. Wait, which one's the alarm sound? Hold on. That one. Who had the alarm that sounded like that when they were a kid?
Can you play the puke through the guitar?
Yeah, that one.
You gotta get some reverb and delay on that.
That's like when you do your version of puke cake.
Oh.
You can play that through the guitar when you start, and then turn the solos. Speaking of beers that have been sitting there for 2 years.
You gotta insert that audio to one of the thumbnails if you can, Johnny. That'd be awesome.
That's funny, man. John Doe. I can't read that out loud, but that's funny.
Man. Well, hey.
John.
Well, hey, speaking of that, Michael, anybody, if anybody wants to take any part of these videos, you know how I was talking about timestamp your favorite parts, you know, if you have a favorite part of the video and if you want to cut it out and post it, you know, on the internet anywhere, you know, do it. That'd be a good way to advertise the show.
Yeah.
Why not? And everybody advertised a big show tomorrow or later, depending on where you are.
Oh, yeah.
In the world.
Hey, Michael Smith, how's the Music Man guitar doing?
Actually, I finally got a chance to play with that 3 nights ago, 2 or 3 nights ago. I've been so busy. I got, been on the road a lot, got back, take care of my little pooch, but I needed a time out, man. I was going to get burnt, right? Just nonstop work and, you know, just it's not hard taking care of the dog. It's hard emotionally, you know? I mean, as of yesterday, he has outlived the vet's
a month.
By a month.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's just that's CBDs. I mean, I went over in past episode. Anybody interested, they can look it up. But he's doing great, man. I mean, it's unreal. I mean, he's still sick. He's not a normal dog. He doesn't eat anything you put in front of him like most beagles do. But my gosh, every day we get plenty of food in him and vitamins, so he's doing good. But
and that's, you know what it is though. Was it just one vet's opinion, or did you get a second opinion?
No. Well, it's the one vet, but we've been going to this veterinary. Actually, it's two vets in this clinic that we bring the dogs to since I moved out here in 2010. And they both, you know, said, you know, the blood work and the fact that his kidneys are basically one quarter, 25% the normal size of kidneys. I mean, they're just they're very advanced in failure, actually. But and he says when he sees dogs like this, 1 to 2 weeks, and that was 6 weeks ago yesterday. So
wow, man,
every day is a blessing. And Jay, your aunt was doing that too. Wasn't she giving the fluids to one of her, or you? I think it was your aunt. Didn't you have somebody in the family member that had a sick pooch?
I don't know if I should be talking about this.
Well, then don't. No. I didn't want to raise bad things. I'm sorry. I just
no. It's I can talk to you about it off air, but something like that. Something like that.
Yeah. No, that's all good. It's all good. The fact of the matter is that he's still here, happy, no pain, healthy as he could possibly be. So it's all good.
Awesome.
Back to your original question. That guitar kicks butt.
Awesome.
It is so much fun to play, man. The neck on that, I love Ernie Ball necks. You know, there's something about them that they're just so smooth to play. I mean, I can't describe it. At least that's to me, right? And the sound in that, it's unbelievable. And I mean, I couldn't have. Again, thank you, Dave Nesbitt, man. I couldn't have. I can't be more happier, man. $900 for that darn thing.
Yeah. Is so you'd say it's your favorite guitar now?
It is right now. I mean, that's what I've been picking up. You know, you get the itch, you want to play something. I've been picking that up. I was playing my Strat a little bit the other day as well, just to kind of. Every now and then you really need, as far as I'm concerned, every guitarist needs to have a Strat in their arsenal just for the, for the single coil sound, right?
Yeah.
And just the all the tonal possibilities out of that guitar. I mean, I was playing that the other day, so it's all good, man. And I put a comment up in the chat room earlier, you know, about playing. You know, I mean, if there's a million people on the planet, all of them besides maybe one is probably better than me playing, and I don't care. It's mental health to me. It's all about pick up that guitar and if it sounds good, it makes you feel good.
Pick up that guitar and play.
That's right. That's right. Sing it, Jay.
I can't. You know, if I sing, it'll sound like this.
You want to ask Ben to sing it for you, and then he'll do it.
Watch that, man. Crap.
He'll do it.
I gotta find it.
Hey, Jim Guitry, good to see you, man.
Hello, Jim. I saw earlier. I guess Ben got his tickets for NAMM.
Yeah, look, it sounds like he whatever it is, you guys get sent an email or something, and then confirming that you're accepted, I guess.
Well, he probably got them through that music store.
Oh,
That
yeah.
it goes to. I mean, they would get them and they gave them to him. That's probably.
Amanda says Ben singing is funny. Well, now you know darn well we got to pressure him into singing NAMM, and I know you're watching this later on, Ben. So
Yeah.
those pipes, man.
Anaheim. Yeah, you know, there's a karaoke bar right there somewhere.
The whole place is a karaoke bar. You could walk through NAMM singing, and nobody would pay attention to you.
Go to the karaoke section.
Yeah, that's true. Right.
Downstairs.
Yeah.
Remember the section? Well, it was different this year than it was last year. Remember this year? Is it? Yeah, it's the same year. Remember when we went and ate? We went into that one section. We were eating.
Yep.
The previous year, that was all booths. That was all like karaoke machines.
In that little area there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they had an area with the karaoke machines and stuff, and people were over there singing.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them were pretty darn good, actually. You know, yeah, just demo. They were demoing it.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not gonna let somebody like me get up there and grab the microphone. They wouldn't sell a unit. Buy this.
I want to see a circle pit around this whole place.
Oh, spin! Everybody's doing the toxic waltz. Jay, you know Toxic Waltz?
Yeah, from
Come on
who
now.
was it? Who was that again?
You know it.
I know. I just can't. I can't
Exodus.
remember. Exodus. Yeah, that's right.
Hey, Michael, I noticed you're in the same boat. What's going on house shopping?
It's funny. I put a bid in a house literally 2 days ago.
Yeah.
My realtor, who is top notch, I mean, he knows what he's doing, right? He's like, this is a price you'll definitely get it at. Put it in. I'm like, go ahead, pull it in, pull the trigger. I didn't get it.
All right.
And and I would have actually went up to, it was below asking, to be honest with you. The market's, it's still
Really?
high now, but it's kind of quiet right now, I guess, because the ones that you think would fly off the shelf are not, right? So he was comfortable with that price, and I would have went to asking, definitely. He didn't think I needed to. It's not his fault. Don't get me wrong. It's not his fault. I mean, I'm the buyer, right? I can tell him whatever I want. He's trying to guide me, so I ain't blaming the guy at all. I mean, he's been.
But the next time he does something like that, he's gonna get smacked right in the mouth.
His nose is gonna meet the back of his head. Exactly.
Yep.
Oh God.
Well, that's too bad, Michael. But hopefully you'll get another shot at something.
Looking
else.
to 2 tomorrow.
Yeah, it's crazy out here. Like my friend in Gordon Head, he put his house up for $700,000. He got $800,000.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's completely backwards. Like you don't underbid. You're not even going to see the house. You got to go like 25 grand over what's asking just to see it.
Well, and if there's multiple bids on the house, that's what happened when we bought our first house in 2010. We put an offer in, and our realtor called us. I don't know if it was the next day or something. And he's like, got a call from whether it was the other realtor or the bank, whatever. I forget what it was, but they're like, there's multiple offers. Make your best offer. And I was like, think same thing. You go in your brain, you're like, well, what's the most we'll spend for this? But we don't want to, give up the farm for it.
Yeah.
No.
But we ended up getting it. But you know, then you start thinking, could we have offered less? You never know.
And that's surprising, to be honest with you. That's so shortly removed after the Great Recession.
Yeah,
that we were actually fighting over houses back then. Especially, where was that now? What was that? The Carolinas?
Yeah, Little River, South Carolina. Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
I guess that area held its own then.
Well, the cool thing is, I mean, I don't want to get into you know, real estate chat on here, but we bought the house in September of 2010, and we sold it in, I want to say, July or August of 2016.
You know, that could be a new show, Jay. We could go live on Sunday mornings, and do rockin' real estate.
Oh, God.
Oh, I could do a live feed when I'm going through my houses tomorrow.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only reason why I won't do that is because I'm going right up against Mr. Beane's show. So it ain't happening. Actually, I'm starting. You're at 1 o'clock, so it's 2 o'clock here when you're going on with Rockin'. So I get an hour to look at 2 houses, so that's gonna be rough because the second that show goes live, I'm watching it. So.
You just drive past them.
Well, I drove by all of them. Actually, it was 3. We only picked 2 to look at today after I got done with work. And
you can pre-record all those shows on Sunday mornings. They're all pre-recorded.
Yeah, but we're going live. We're gonna stir the pot. We're not doing any pre-recorded garbage. This is cutting edge TV on this show, man. But yeah, no. So I'm gonna go live. I mean, when you go live, I'm watching it no matter what, even if I'm walking through a house. So
now, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Because I did a lot of, you know, between when we bought that house and because we lived up in New York when we bought the house down here, so we came down 2 times to look at houses and stuff. And then when we bought this house, you know, looking at houses. But when you look at houses, when a house is, you know, not lived in or whatever, whether it's a foreclosure, whether it's just, you know, a lot of times depending on where you live, like a lot of the houses down here, it's a family's second home, so nobody's in it. They don't have toilet paper. So I started bringing toilet paper with me whenever I looked at the house.
That's a good idea, actually.
Because it would always be like that time, like you get into a house, man, you're like, man, I shouldn't have had that McDonald's on the way.
I have to set out a bad order.
Well, that's the that's what makes the deal. You know, how fast can you walk in the door and get to the bathroom? You know, or how far is this room to the room?
Yeah, but how difficult is it to clog this
bathroom for a half hour in order to get out?
Yep.
2,000 flushes.
Toilet talk.
Toilet dash talk.
Well, every house I've been in so far has emergency toilet paper, so I've been lucky.
A lot of times they don't because they don't want you poop in there.
But it's the blue. It's the blue paper, right? The cheap stuff.
Paper.
The cheap stuff. Yeah, yeah. If you go to the grocery store and you buy the toilet paper, it's just one thing of paper. You open it, and it's blue.
What?
It's like super cheap. Super cheap. Yeah.
What the hell's it made of? It's blue. I mean, why would you dye toilet paper blue?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? You walk away with a blue butt. I can't be healthy.
Better than blue. Never mind.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah, there you go, Steve-O.
JJ's House of Jam still in the house. Wow.
What's up, man?
Cool.
Yay.
Yeah.
Well, we got 37 people here. I mean, that's.
Oh yeah, man.
We're actually we're doing way better than earlier.
Oh yeah.
Tonight.
Yeah, today was a slow night for the regular Friday night show, man.
Yeah. We got Amanda Coombs still in the house partying. That's awesome.
Yeah. No, we can't have colored toilet paper in Canada. Ain't safe.
Ain't safe.
Wait, was that a accidental T in there, or was that on purpose for the team?
No. Right? Is it that, you guys have seen the blue toilet paper, right?
I've seen blue paper towels.
Huh? I've never seen those.
Actually, I've seen blue paper towels. I've never seen blue toilet paper.
Oh, the blue paper towels are the ones that are tougher.
At the car wash. At the
Yeah.
car wash.
Yeah.
We use them at work.
Stuff.
It's like
Maybe-
industrial.
Maybe you wiped your butt with industrial toilet paper. I mean, that must have been rough.
So, Michael, when do you hit the road again, man?
After next week. I just literally put in authorizations because I got to get authorized for trips. I have 5 trips coming up between now and the end of September.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Those are basically a week long, right?
Well, unfortunately, 3 of them will be.
Yeah.
And then the other ones are kind of, well, they're 3 days. So you
What,
got time to do your work and get home, right?
What cities are we talking about?
I'll be going to, in 2 weeks, I'll be going to Sterling, Colorado, which is the furthest northeast part of the state. And then the next trip is to Lyman, Colorado, which is down south. And then I got Pueblo, where I'm going to be from Pueblo down to Trinidad, which is all the way down south to the tip of between Colorado and New Mexico. And then I'll be going to Wyoming. After that, 3 spots, actually 4 spots in 1 week, believe it or not.
Wow.
Yeah. Driving up, hitting 2 spots that one day, which is gonna be insanity. Or I might break it up on the way down, and then 2 spots in the middle.
Well, you're still sort of close to home, Colorado, right? Well, for a lot of it.
Yeah, well, I'm not flying. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of driving, like you know,
Yeah.
I mean, 3-4 hour driving, depending which way you're going. But at least I don't have to. I'll take driving over flying any day of the week. You know the way that is, right? I mean,
Yeah.
put
No,
2 hours ahead. Yeah, just flying's a pain in the butt, man. So, but that's all my trips lined up, and hopefully no other one. Because if I have another one thrown in there, knock on wood, it's probably more likely because of a big accident. I got to go look at it. Don't want
Right.
that.
No.
Nope. Excuse me.
Yeah. Cool. We're at 40 watching. Right on, everybody.
Go, man.
Man, you guys.
Awesome. Go to bed.
There you go.
Nice. That Marshall looks killer, dude.
Yeah, that's a 79 Marshall, 50 watt head. Couldn't $1,500. I had to have it. That's like 20 something years ago.
What's the model on it? What's the model of?
The model?
Yeah, what's it called? The what?
JMP.
Okay.
Yeah, no messing around with that. Yeah, I never replaced it. People have yelled at me, get a Peavey 5150, get the EL 34. No. Yeah,
Are they the original tubes in there?
I would probably think so.
Did you ever
Whoa.
decide? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jay.
No, I'm saying those are the original tubes in that thing.
Yeah,
Holy crap.
I haven't had to change them out.
Did you ever think of messing with that though? Like kind of switching them out? I mean, they're not EL84s, are they?
EL34?
No.
No.
Yeah, I could. I haven't had to do anything to that thing.
No, I
I
mean,
just
did you ever think of doing it just to see how? Because it's a vintage, obviously a vintage amplifier, just to see how it would react, just to different tonal.
Can you
Yeah,
change the tubes in that thing? Like put different ones in?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I just
Never.
yeah. As soon as I like the sound, and everyone goes, "Holy cow, look at that!" So as soon as I hear that, it's like, nope, I'm not changing it up.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, that's kind of the attitude with that. I've been so experimenting with guitars and what necks I like and what pickups and bodies, and all that stuff. That's been the quest. So luckily now.
You ever think about trying to get the original tubes in there? Only reason I'm asking that is because, you know, every year goes by, I would imagine, you know, people that own vintage equipment like that would be looking for kind of the exact same tubes. And if you get them earlier than later, you might save some money, you know?
Oh, yeah. I don't worry about money, actually, Michael.
Okay. I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Simon.
Simon Williams in the house. Yeah.
Good to see you, man.
How's it feel, Jay?
Feels a lot better.
That's awesome, man.
Yep. Guitar
Yeah,
feels
Michael, I don't know if you know this, but Jay put a shim in the neck pocket of that guitar.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He didn't like the action, so he did some shim work.
shimmy, shim, shim. And Michael, I don't know if you noticed this either, but I put a hot rodded original. Look at how shiny that thing is, man. Hot rodded original Floyd Rose in this bad boy.
Sick.
It's got the stainless. Look at that thing, man.
Oh, that is gorgeous, dude.
And then it also has the.
Nice.
Yep. And you know what that makes? You know what that makes me want to do, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. One more time. Look at that thing. Just now, if you'll notice, Mike, that the I'm gonna drop this thing on my damn computer monitor. They didn't have any the longer screws there, so I had to use the other, you know, because the D-Tuna one needs the longer.
Right.
But
To drop it, yeah.
Yeah, so I just got to order one of those, and then I'll be good. To go.
Show me the shim. I mean, show me where you did it. You know how you did it, whatever, or the location.
Well, it's in the neck pocket.
It is, right? Okay.
Yeah, I used a little piece of sandpaper. Literally, that's all it needed. 220 grit, which is like super thin. Yeah.
And that much of a difference.
Yep. And you cut it. This is basically the shape that it was cut in. It's like a 1/4 inch. Come on, stop focusing on my nose and the shirt. You know, like a 1/4 inch.
Make it a mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Or like a unibrow.
That's a thumbnail right there.
It is darker, so
Thumbnail.
So, and on a Wolfgang pocket, towards the pickups, towards the pickup side, it's a little rounded. So, you know, you round it off, try to get it as deep as, you have to get it, like, you know, pretty much against that. You know, it doesn't take much. And Dave was the one, and Johnny actually, who kind of let me know that you actually can do that type of stuff. And literally, I'm not joking, something as thin as this. It's thinner than a business card. I mean, this is a super thin sandpaper.
Wow.
And it can make a difference. Just adjusting the angle of your guitar, the neck angle, slightly, so it's pitched back a little bit. And I mean, look at that action.
Change the action. Yeah.
It's almost resting on the frets.
Well, it is off a little bit. I mean, I'll get a little closer.
Yeah.
But
that's crazy close, dude.
Yeah. And there's minimal buzzing. You know what I mean? So
where you getting what fret you buzzing at?
Oh, he's not.
Not really. I mean,
not. Oh, okay.
There's like slight buzzing on like maybe the second fret of the A string, but it's like so minimal where it's like I'm not even going to really worry about it.
Even if you pound like an open chord, you don't get no buzz out of that.
Listen to that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's killer.
That thing is so darn.
And these are, you know, my I didn't tighten these yet because I'm waiting for the know, I gotta do a little bit of stuff, but see, there is slight, barely.
Yeah, a little, yeah.
But it's not enough to. I mean, once you got this thing cranked.
Oh no, distortion, you ain't hearing nothing.
Yeah, you're not hearing that. So
how many tries did it take? How many tries did it take for you to cut that piece out and get it like dead on it? You know that you put it in. I mean, did you do it a bunch of times or?
I don't know. I mean, you just use a little scissor, and just kind of round off. That's all. It's not really. I mean, I know you're working with a guitar, and I usually screw things up like that, but it's not brain science or rocket surgery when it comes to something like that, But also, and I look at that. I had to the older Wolfgangs, the tremolo cavity.
What year is that again?
Sorry, say that again.
What year is that again?
I think it's a 2010.
Okay.
Let me see. Either it might be a 2011.
I gotta look.
Made in Japan.
Yeah, I got the same one, the Made in Japan. You know that. I got to see what mine is. I don't even know.
So if you did you put a big brass block in yours?
No, I put that in the Peavey.
Okay, well if you put it in the Japanese Wolfgang, you're not going to be able to dive bomb that much. So what I had to do is I had to route. Can you see that?
Took a Dremel and routed it?
Yeah, I took a Dremel and just kind of shaved it back. Not all the way through, but just a little bit of the bottom.
Yep. Yeah.
And now I can dive bomb virtually almost all the way down to the body with the whammy bar.
Nice.
And I was nervous doing it. Because every time I do something like that, I'm not a handy person as far as housework.
It reminds you of that every now and then.
Yeah, but I wasn't going to take it to anybody to do that. I'm like, they're not going to know what the hell I'm talking about. But
yeah.
So I just routed out a little bit, and
it worked perfect.
Works good, yep. And I put the brass screws in.
Nice.
But I mean, this guitar just feels and sounds awesome and plays awesome.
Let me grab mine. I want to see. Now I'm curious. I should know my guitars a little bit more intimately. You'd think, right?
Yeah. Johnny, do you remember the record plant in Sausalito back in the 80s?
Yes. Well, I wasn't here back in the 80s, but yeah, the record plant in Sausalito, yeah.
He said he had to deliver a vocoder to Ted Nugent.
Who did?
John Butler.
John?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
That's pretty cool. Did you actually meet Ted Nugent, or you just had to drop it off and his assistant or something came out for it?
The record plant. Yeah, John, didn't Sammy Hagar do a lot of stuff over there? Because Sausalito, that's right.
Yeah.
Next to Mill Valley where he lives.
The bike shop.
Yeah. Yep. The bike shop was, it's still there, I think.
Yeah. We have a girl named Sierra, the chosen one, says, hey, Johnny Beane.
Hey, welcome.
Yeah.
Thanks for jumping in.
And G. Butchnoff says, I just sold the white EVH Wolfgang Standard with the Mexican Special Stealth neck. He sold it because the neck was way too narrow for his fingers.
So that's an R2 net, Jay, on that one?
Yeah.
Wow.
He
likes a wider neck.
Because, I mean, I know that, these things are a little narrower down by the... I understand it, but I mean, I don't have small hands. I don't have huge hands either, but I kind of like these necks. They feel good.
Hey Jay, what's on your striped one now? What neck is on the striped guitar behind you in the rack?
That's just a Mexican, stock neck.
But it's maple or rosewood? The fingerboard on that.
Ebony.
Oh, ebony.
Yep.
So where do you stand with that?
I love it. Ebony. Somebody asked about ebony on one of the EVH forums, and I wanted to respond, but I wasn't going to get into it. They said they played like a stealth neck or something one time. How does it compare to maple and rosewood? But I just feel like the stealth necks, they play faster. They're just, they have a little bit of slickness to them, and I kind of like it with these, especially with these, with the vintage frets, the vintage stainless frets.
Yeah,
this neck is so fast.
Awesome.
Yep.
What happened to the? You had a maple neck at one point on the straight one.
Up there, but I screwed it up. I sanded off.
Oh yeah.
I had to sand the pocket of it, and I screwed it up.
Oh, Michael's got his guitar out.
Yeah, look at that.
Wait 1 second, guys. I'm sorry. My little guy needs to go to the bathroom.
Gotcha. Jay, try and use a wider neck. You'll be much happier. Well, dude, look at my 7-strings over there. I mean,
yeah.
You know, I'm going from playing a 7-string Ibanez, which is a wide, thin neck, to this. So, I mean, I get it, you know. Jay, you have long fingers. Try a 1 11/16 nut with or wider. You'll be surprised. What is an Ibanez gem? I wonder what the
you just got to get your tape measure out. Yeah.
So, what, Steve? When you play the R3 compared to the R2, is it noticeable?
Yes. Yep. Well, because I'm used to this. A Fender Strat has the R2. Both of mine. This is the Cherry Burst 2016, but my 1989 Tobacco Burst also the same R2 at the net, and yeah, it just feels right to me. And then when I play like Crop Circles guitar. Or the EVH 5150, yeah, it doesn't feel right. Yeah, just because that's what I'm used to, right? Yeah, yeah.
It's all a matter of preference. I mean, Eddie has pretty big hands for, especially a guy that's what is he 5'7",
Yeah,
5'8", maybe.
With a big reach.
Yeah, he's got
5'7".
Yeah.
Sorry about that. He got
Cool.
the guys out. So yeah, there's my guy.
Oh yeah.
And what's your serial? Oh, you never mind, because you have the maple neck. Because yours is the production model. Mine is the guy I bought it from had a stealth neck with your body.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. So this is that's why I got this for a lot cheaper than it should have been.
I do like the difference in the maple to the black.
Oh yeah, that looks really sharp. Yep. Mine's the stealth. It's got the matte headstock, and yours has the shiny.
No, mine's glossy.
Yep.
No, and it's a 2010.
Okay, yeah. So I think mine. Well, the neck of mine is the 11. I don't know about the body. I can't tell. But do you have your cavity off? Your
No, I don't.
Okay, it's on still.
I can pop it off if you want.
Nah, it's no big deal. I'm sure you have the same, But if you ever think about swapping out the Floyd, man, I'm telling you, there is a noticeable difference.
Now you got me curious. I want to pop the damn back off. Never did it. Had no reason to. I mean, it's served me well, man. And the action is not near as good as yours. Wait, hold on. Let me get that over. I don't want to knock mine.
Is your bridge flat? Because look, I got mine virtually. Well, I'll do it this way. I guess it'll be easier. I got mine pretty damn.
Oh yeah, it's right down.
Flat. Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah, look at this bridge, by the way. I didn't do anything to it. Whoop.
Oh.
You see it?
We're off the air. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's flat. That's flat as hell too.
That's flat as can be, man. I haven't touched this thing.
So you could probably use a tiny little shim in that neck pocket, man. That action would butter right up.
Yeah, look at the action I'm looking at now.
Can you say that?
This is cream. This is almost creamy butter action, but it needs a little fluffing, I think.
Wait, can you say that? I don't.
Some fluffer nutter.
Well, to shine it up. Well, come on, guys.
You know what a fluffer is, right?
I think everybody does. If not, there's a bunch of people hitting Google right now.
Goople.
Gargle? What'd you say?
Yeah. Yeah, gee, who cares about Eddie's preference? It's all about your own physical. Yeah, I mean, I get it. You know, like if that's what he uses, that's what he uses. But there's a reason why people love his guitars. I mean, you feel, you know, maybe if somebody handed me a guitar with, you know, I'm used to playing 7-string guitars. So when I grabbed this, it felt good, you know.
Okay, quick question: 7-string or 6-string? If you had to go to a island, you know, Desi Island Disc, something like that. If you had to go there, which one you taking? 7 or 6?
7.
Really?
Yeah, just because if I want to play something like that,
You have the option.
Yeah.
I would think it'd be harder to find a store with a 7-string on a desert island.
Oh.
if you were to break that string, you know.
That's a good point. The other 6 strings are fine, but that 1 7.
There's no stores on that island.
You'd have to order that one string.
Oh, there is. There's a store on that island.
Well, I think that he's close to getting the approval for Amazon for drones. So all you gotta do is just, you know, ask for your string and it'll land on your head.
That's right.
Yeah. I'm gonna pop this back off. What the hell?
Well, yeah, G says the string spacing. It's funny if I were to show you right now, I don't know if it would show up on here, but the black and green universe I have is a 91, and the Mirror Pickguard one is a 2000, and the string spacing on those is different. The 91 version is wider. The neck is wider and the string spacing is wider, and the neck is so much thinner. Like that neck is literally like just flat as hell. And the string spacing in the 2000 universe is closer, but the neck is fatter.
Mm-hmm. So let's say when you first started watching like this channel,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because you were watching this before we met, you know.
Yeah.
Well, that's how Will kind of met. That's how Dave and I met, you know. Were you interested in the EVH guitars?
That's how I found you. That's how I found you. What happened was, and I'll give you the abridged version. When EVH announced that they were coming out with the striped special, I forget. I was in West Virginia recording Byzantine, right? And I don't know if it was on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook or something. They posted that picture, you know, of like close up of the guitar, kind of with the black background, and it was like a coming soon type of thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you know, because I really hadn't played guitar. I stopped playing guitar, you know, a while ago. So I saw that and I was like, man, you know, I want to get that guitar. So that's kind of like I started pulling up videos of it. And then after that, because I don't think I found you guys then, but when I talked Jeannie into letting me get the USA model, the signature, I was typing in all this stuff and I'm like, you know, looking for reviews on it or just any kind of videos on YouTube. And the first one that popped up was you at NAMM playing the guitar, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So then the next thing you know, like, because I watched that, I don't know how many friggin' times. Like, I don't know how many of those views are from me, but there's a boatload of them.
Well, I thank you because
yeah, all of them. All of them are from me. So, yeah, so then, you know, I go on YouTube and, you know, if you watch a video from somebody, all of a sudden, like, your suggestions will be from their channel.
Mm-hmm.
So on the right side or something, you know, I see like, you know, you just sitting there like this. You know, and next thing you know, I'm watching you and Dave. And next thing you know, I'm watching you guys live and commenting in the chat room. And, you know, that's basically because of that guitar. It got my fire going again to play guitar. And then I found you cats. And here we are. Almost a year later, Johnny.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, today is our 1-year anniversary of Facebook friends.
Facebook friends. But I think the first time I was on with you guys.
Oh, yeah. I didn't add you for a while.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
You kept asking, or Dave kept, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, dude, did you get my friend request? Come on, man, accept me.
Yeah. Well, I think that's two things. Clayton's in here. Hey, dude.
Whoa, man.
Has it been?
And it is Stratter Day.
It is now.
It is.
Yep.
It is. Good to see you, Clayton.
10 Pacific.
Clayton James Hicks, 1998 Hicks. You rock, man. Thank you so much for watching these shows, man. No, so two things. I think just what you said is a testament to EVH guitars and the amount of promotion that we do, for that stuff. I mean, nonstop, and we love that stuff. But also, it's almost like we converted you, an Ibanez 7-string guy,
Yeah.
To a totally different guitar.
Yep.
Which is
cool.
unbelievable.
Plus, your knowledge, and obviously Dave's knowledge of just guitars and gear in general, and it's just cool that you guys literally ignited my fire to play guitar again. If it wasn't for seeing that video of you, who knows if I obviously wouldn't be sitting here right now, but who knows if I'd still be playing guitar. I might have picked it up for a couple of weeks or something, yeah, I suck still, and that's it.
Oh. So which video was it? Was it the Edward Van Halen signature?
Yeah. Yep.
So the stealth one.
Yep. And you're like, oh, it's cool. It's got the stutter switch. And
okay,
so you start ripping it, and then your sleeve from your camo jacket got in your way. You're still playing.
Okay. So that was NAMM, previous NAMM, not
2 NAMMs ago.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah. So if it wasn't for you guys, not that I'm changing the world or anything, but I probably wouldn't be playing guitar still.
Hey, Ty Z.
Hey, man.
In the house, 40 watching. And without me finding Johnny Beane's show, I wouldn't have been able to build this. This is Music Craft Body and Neck. And Dave Nesdahl helped me out with all the questions I had. And I found the show, Winter NAMM 2017. No, yeah, 16, I guess. And I was looking at the new Charvel San Dimas guitars on YouTube. And then all of a sudden on the right-hand side, I saw this thing, EVH, guitar chat or something, and Johnny's photo again, just like Jay said. And I was like, who the hell are these guys?
Yeah, who are these buttheads?
Yeah. I go, they think they know about Van Halen? Hey, man, I know about Van Halen. And then all of a sudden, it was I watched every show from every Saturday. I'd play video games on Saturday. And then I just let the shows run, just hour after hour after hour. And every time they talk about this, the Kramer 5150, I'd come running from the couch here up to the computer and watch.
So looking the screen.
I'm taking notes. Oh my God. Oh.
No, but it is funny, dude. When I started watching you guys, maybe after a week or so of watching, and I had only commented maybe a handful of times. I remember I was sitting at the kitchen table with my laptop in front of me, eating a peanut butter and Nutella sandwich. And Jeannie came in the kitchen. She's like, "You're watching these guys again?" And I'm like, "Well, they're live right now." And then it's funny, it's still weird for me, Johnny, that I'm on with you guys, and I don't want to sound like a fanboy or anything, but
yay.
We do these shows, right? Twice a week and the Steve Andersen takeover. And it's awesome that we see, a lot of the same people. And it's strange for me to see that, but at the same time, before I was on with you guys, I was doing the same thing. We're out food shopping, and I'm like, Jeannie, we got to go. Those guys are on in a half hour. I got to go home. So
No, I'm not feeding my family. I'm going home and I'm watching Johnny. Damn it!
Yeah,
That's what I do. That's what I do on Tuesdays. I'm like feeding my mom in a rest home, going, "Oh my God, it's like 10 to 6. I got to get home to see the show, and I'm an hour late."
I'd be lying if I said I don't do the same thing. I'm trying to remember, Johnny. When did we become friends on Facebook? We had an anniversary not too long ago. It's been 2 years, 2 years, something like that. It's a while.
I don't know. I mean, you can look. I mean, on Facebook, you can actually look and see when you.
How do you look
friends
at
since
how long you've been friends.
How do you do that? What are you gonna do?
Oh,
I'll Google it.
We're gonna Google how long you've been friends with Johnny?
No, to find how to look.
you go to, like, if you go to my page on Facebook, you'll be able to like click on something and it'll say I'm getting retweets. It'll say how long you've been friends and
Okay.
the history of, whatever.
Hey, look what time it is.
Okay.
It's 3:16
Nice.
a.m. Only Van Halen fans think that's cool,
Yeah. My wife was born in 3/16.
Really?
That's how I don't forget the anniversary.
You don't have to worry about it. Yeah. Lucky you.
I got that, and I got St. Patty's Day. I'm a shoo-in. I'm not going to forget that date.
You lucky son of a gun, man.
Because believe me, I would have forgotten it probably the next year after I got married. My way my mind works.
Mm-hmm.
Son of a stitch.
Son of a sitch.
Oh, hey, I took it off, and look at how wimpy that block is compared to what you got in there.
Yeah. So, Mike, if you were to put a big block in there, you would be able to literally bend the whammy bar down like, and then it would hit that that spot in there.
I grabbed, just to show you, I grabbed out the Peavey where I did put the block in.
Watch out! Be careful! You don't want to tip the boat now.
I know. I put some weight on, man. If I go one side, I'm gonna flip this thing.
Oh yeah. See, that's carved out more. That's routed out more.
Yeah, but look at the difference. I mean.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And that's got I like the way it says license under Floyd Rose patents. And it's got Peavey on the sides. You can read it on either side of the whammy bar, the bridge, I should say.
How long have you had that guitar, Michael?
I don't know, Johnny. How long have you had it?
That guitar has some history, Steve.
Can I see the headstock on that one, Michael?
Yeah. I bought this off of Johnny.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah, this is the one.
Michael, say something.
Hello.
There you go. Keep going. Keep saying something.
Yep. Hello. And la di da da da.
So Johnny, what do they call that? Do they call that like a, how there's like a PV standard and a special, and what is that one?
I know. Look at those bird's eyes. Yeah. Yeah.
Is that like a PV USA or Wolfgang, or what do they call
it's the USA. Technically standard.
Yeah.
That's something the fans made up. There is no PV standard. There is a special, but that's just called a USA Peavey Wolfgang. And that was my main studio recording guitar for many years. That guitar.
You've done a lot of how-to videos. I think actually that's how I first got introduced to the channel. You doing a video with this guitar. I think my memory's right. I think that's how I came across you. And then speaking to like the other guys were saying, I joined, followed the channel and joined the chat. And then I'm talking in the chat. Nobody's talking to me. I'm like, come on, man, really? I'm here. And then when you guys answer my question, I'm like, yes, I've arrived.
What about me?
Exactly. What about me, man? Come on.
Yeah. Some of my Van Halen lesson videos or how-to videos were with that guitar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I remember one show before I was on. I was in the chat and I said something that I thought was like, oh, it was so funny. And I forget, obviously forget what the hell you guys were even talking about. You were talking about something, and I was like, oh my God, this is the funniest thing to what they're talking about. And I was pissed that you didn't read it. I was like, how are they not seeing that? I was pissed.
That was like my experience. I was putting it all the time. Yeah, and when I finally got recognized, I remember. I'm not gonna lie. I rewound it. And I called my wife over. I'm like, watch. That's me. Told you. I told you. And she just shook her head and walked away like you idiot.
Yep.
She's like, what's wrong with you?
Oh, our simple male brains. That's all it takes, man.
Yeah. I'm like, they're talking about, blah, blah, blah. And literally like just complete like cartoon eyes, like shark eyes, just fake. She didn't care at all.
John BL's out of here. Hey, John. Have a good night, man.
Good night, John. Take care, brother.
Good night, John. See you in the Discord, man. Thank you so much for all the stuff over there.
Poof.
Yeah, John. If I'm ever on Who Wants to Be a Billionaire, you're gonna be my one of my lifelines, my phone a friend.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Actually, I have a guy I do that. Like, you guys know that game Trivial Pursuit?
No, I never heard of it.
Oh, okay. Anyways, if anybody asks me like anything about Robert De Niro or Al Pacino in like any kind of trivial game, I have a go-to guy because he knows like every Academy Award winning movie and best actor, best actress, like every year. Like you can't like stump him. He knows. Like it's retarded. So I'm at a party. I get this question, Trivial Pursuit. I'm like, oh my God, excuse me. I have to go to the bathroom. And then I do. I go into the washroom and then I phone my buddy Bruce and he'll give me the answer. What was Al Pacino's name in like, I don't know, Scarface? I don't know. And then bang, he tells me.
What they hear is like the sound of a dialing phone with a bunch of reverb.
Yeah.
No, the answer echoing. I got a friend like that. One of my best friends growing up, still a really good friend of mine, and he's always called himself. Like, he knew it. He's like, I am literally a wealth of useless knowledge because any question, just no matter how obscure, he knew the damn thing. And now he has a young child, right? A kid, actually, he's about 8 or 9. No, actually going on 10 now. And he's a mathematical genius. I tested him. Okay, check this out. I came up with numbers out of nowhere. Like, what is 872 million minus, 139 million squared, whatever. And it takes a second, and he'll tell you the answer.
Really?
Yes. It's insane.
Wow, man.
I don't know.
Rain Man. He's like Rain Man.
Yeah. He's a normal kid, but he has that gift. Crazy.
Brain Man.
Brain Man, exactly.
I mean, you could ask me a normal math question, and I feel my brain getting hot. Like
2 + 2, baby.
It's funny. Growing up, I knew everybody, all my friends' phone numbers. I had such a good memory. I was really good at math. Really good. And with these damn computers now, I mean, I'm lucky I know my own cell number. Yeah, we don't
have to know anything anymore. Directions, phone numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything.
It's all digitized and at your disposal, man.
Yep. Yeah, and G says, Jay, get a Kiesel. I'm trying to get a Kiesel, man. Speaking of Kiesel guitars, Thomas McRoughlin's going to be on tomorrow again. I know we mentioned this, but and he's a Kiesel endorsee.
Yeah.
And we're going to be talking a lot about his guitar, and he has another one on the way that they're building for him. So
awesome.
Kind of excited for that.
I put a video of him at NAMM. I filmed him. I was at the booth when he was playing.
Oh, I got to see that.
Yeah, I'll dig it out again. I can put it back up. It's not a long video because Johnny kept telling me, let's move.
Oh, Johnny. I can't wait to tell Thomas that tomorrow.
Wait. Was I there?
Yeah, actually, you were. You just walked ahead of me. You disappeared. You poofed.
Oh. Is that in the well, did we have a cloud? Was there a cloud or a Dropbox? Which,
Oh, you. My entire catalog from them, you have access to on Dropbox.
okay, well, send me a link if we can find it. Now I'll upload if it's okay. I'll upload the video.
Yeah, with you in the background. Come on, Mike, let's go. Let's get out of here.
Well, I don't remember that, but yeah.
him and Glory, by the way.
Oh, I wish I would have known. Yeah, I didn't. That's the thing about the NAMM show is you walk through there and it's such a circus of everything going on. Was it this year, Michael? Didn't we walk past Steve Vai? Wasn't he signing? I'm like, look, there he is.
No, I wasn't with you. It was Vi. I didn't see Steve. Steve Morse. I got pictures and hang out with him.
Steve Andersen.
All right.
Well, that Steve Andersen's going to happen this next year.
Yeah. I'm staying at Laguna Beach.
How far away is that from the actual where NAMM is?
About 15 minutes, I think.
That's awesome.
That's
Cool.
Steve's going to arrive at the heliport in his own chopper coming in. Get to the chopper.
Yeah. But Johnny's going to have to change it like that. I got to go for Mexican lunch with Johnny, so he's going to have Mexican at some point in January.
Like actual stuff?
Yeah.
Chipotle.
No.
No, I'm swearing off Chipotle. No.
Yeah, I heard that earlier. No.
I still got to figure out.
Hold on. Now, here's the test, right? Are you squaring off In and Out?
You mean the food or the
song?
or
The food. I thought you liked going there.
Yeah. No, In and Out, anything. Yeah, it's all good.
Animal style.
You walk out of there with a Hershey bar. I mean, you know.
Animal style. That's when you eat the hamburger like this. Oh my goodness. Taco Bell? Yeah. No more Taco Bell. Nope.
Wow.
No. Okay, so you guys know it's 12:30 here, and I really can't talk too loud. So just letting you know on my side here.
Yeah, and it's 3:28 Eastern. Jay Hannon.
It is.
Nice. The alien is glowing.
He's awesome, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
In and Out Burgers kick, man.
Yeah.
So Johnny, hey Johnny, I gotta ask before it's too late. Can you give me like your route of your trip you're taking on?
I don't know.
Oh. Okay. You're not going anywhere specific?
He's going to leave that to the daily VEDA, right?
Yeah. Yes. Which I'm still debating whether that'll be here on this channel or another. Apparently I have another channel which I made years ago, which I've never used. Johnny's iPhone, it's called, or something. I don't know.
You're definitely hitting Phil McKnight though, right? On the way down. Well, I don't mean physically hitting him. I mean going
on the way back.
Back. Okay. Cool.
On the way back, I'm going to stop by his place and we're going to hang out. I'll probably be at his house. Yeah. So we'll definitely do some sort of something. Yeah, from his room there. I'm thinking. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool,
and we've met. Ask Mike. I know him. I know McKnight.
You introduced me to him.
You saw us together. Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, he literally yesterday, the day before yesterday, he accepted my Facebook friend request.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah. I think it was yesterday, the day before.
Don't make a wrong turn at Albuquerque. There you go. Now we're talking. little bit of Looney Tunes there.
Nice.
Bugs Bunny.
I will be stopping in Albuquerque. Actually, I will be. I've got a friend there. Actually, it's Nesdal's not here, but it's Nesdal's ex-girlfriend. I'm gonna meet up with.
Oh my God.
Yeah, yeah. Well, she's a friend of all of ours.
Why you? Oh, okay. Never mind.
So yeah, she's actually a good friend with Larry's. So maybe I'll get to meet up with her because yeah, she's very, very cool. Very, very cool.
Who's hitting?
It's not me.
Not me.
You know what that song is?
Wholehearted. Yeah.
That sounds cool, man. You're gonna have a blast. How long is the trip?
Week and a half.
Wow, nice. So in that whole trip, you said you don't have it all planned out. But is there anything that besides hanging out with Phil, anything place that you're like really psyched to go visit? Any place?
Well, the main destination is Austin.
Austin. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So real quick, I mean, what do you guys think about this? The channel here. I've had the channel since 2006, whatever it is. Everything's always been Johnny Beane, everything. But I notice, we do these shows like this where it's, guitars, music. Tomorrow we'll have Thomas, on here. And, when I do like the daily vlogs or road tripping, what do you guys think? I mean, to me, when I subscribe to a YouTube channel, I subscribe for the person, for the personality. And no matter what they upload, it's all good, But I know some people are like, if they upload, I'm going blurry. If they upload, for something like this, where we're talking about guitars, but then the guy's uploading videos of him,
eating food,
doing something else, Yeah. I mean, what do you guys think about that? If you guys, let's say you guys didn't know me, let's say you guys weren't, on here, and you watch the shows for like this kind of thing, but then next thing you know, there's videos of my dog, videos of me, on the road, would it make you unsubscribe? Would it be like?
No, I personally think it's kind of like behind the scenes, if you will. If you're vested, if you enjoy a channel for whatever reason it is, right? The content and everything, and then you get to see the person's dog or whatever, or he goes on a trip and. That's the guy that owns the channel. He's allowing you kind of, into his life, right? A little behind the scenes stuff. I think it's fascinating, to be honest with you. Everybody wants to know, just think of it and, put it in this context, right? Eddie Van Halen. We all want to know everything the guy's doing, right? Everything he's done.
That's because there's nothing out there, but. Well,
you know what I mean? I mean, if you're really vested into something, you want to get more details. That's how I feel, at least.
Yeah. And also, when you hit like Johnny's name on YouTube, then it'll go to the breakdown. It shows it right on the home page. It'll show, okay, here's guitar instruction lessons. Here's the section for Howie. Like, it's all broken down anyways.
Yeah.
Like, when they call up his name, like it's there already. It's already broken down. But I understand about, okay, I saw him talking about guitars, and why am I looking at his backyard and his chickens now? Well, I thought he was talking about guitars. Like, I understand that, but if you break it down like you do under your name, then that should be what continues because it's still under your name. So that's what's cool about it.
I agree. It's just there's going to be different opinions on this. It's not going to be down the board. I think it would be cool if YouTube would do something where maybe they give you different sections to your channel. So if you want to subscribe to somebody, you can subscribe to the entire channel, or you can go, when you choose subscribe, you can go into the options or something, and you can have, if you own a YouTube channel, have different areas of it. So you don't have to actually make a whole new channel.
Categorizing it.
Like a keyword. Like I'm subscribing to watch Johnny Beane Guitar Talk.
Yeah.
And Johnny Beane Chicken Farmer. I don't want to get this notification.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah. I see.
Yeah, because
I only want to.
if it was something that was like every once in a while, you could get past. But I mean, if I didn't know you, right, and if I subscribed to your channel because of the guitar stuff, and never, I'm trying to think and never really, you know, I'll just put it like this: if I subscribe for the music and guitar stuff, and then every day or every 2 days I'm seeing like, you know, different material from different things, I might be like, you know, I don't want to get alerts for all this crap, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand both sides of the fence.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so that's where I kind of am for as far as the daily vlogs, the VEDAs, or the road trip or whatever.
Yep.
Maybe moving that to a different channel,
and then just announcing it on this channel, I guess, right? And saying, hey, listen, you know, for the next week, this is what's going on. You want to come visit? Cool, and we'll be back doing this, you know, such and such date.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you got to manage 2 channels. I mean, is that easy? Because I don't even manage one. I mean, I have a YouTube channel, obviously, but I don't even, you know.
Yeah, I got no videos up there. But still, I don't know why people follow me. I put nothing up.
You have more subscribers than videos?
100%. Oh my god, yeah. Subscribers.
No, it's easy to do. It's very easy. Yeah, and for the longest time, I always looked at it like, well, this is my channel, and anything I do, here it is. If you're subscribed, you know, it's all, you know. But I've noticed though, you know, the last time I did the vlog every day, I lost like 30 people. You know.
Did you really?
Yeah. Yeah, people bailed. You know.
They bailed the channel because you're doing vlogs every day.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I don't get that. It is 2 separate things. You're vlogging for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
I know.
But I think what it comes to is, and it's the same thing on Instagram, for instance, right? If you go to your Instagram, if you're subscribed to 5,000 things, your feed is just overloaded. You can't, you know, it just gets so crowded. So I think maybe that's a part of the reason is like, you know, if I subscribe to X amount of YouTube channels, you know, I don't want to see all this crap all the time of stuff that I don't care about. I want to watch him for this or this company for that. And I mean, I could get it.
Mm-hmm.
I understand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get it too.
Yeah.
But thank you, G. He says
Nice of him.
You won't lose me. I get it. But like I said, when I subscribe to a channel, I'm there for everything that channel does, no matter what it is, because I like that channel. I like the personality of that person, you know. And for the longest time, I was kind of against making another channel, but maybe for an experiment, maybe I'm thinking I'll do the road trip on another channel, which I apparently already have. It's called Johnny's iPhone or something, which I'll make a link or a video. So if you guys want to subscribe to that channel and get those videos, you know, and I'll keep this channel for now as far as like this, like what we're doing here, and keep it more the guitar music related, you know, and Howie.
Separated for now.
Yeah. Yeah. Just kind of an experiment, I guess.
That's a great idea, by the way, what you said earlier, like just putting them in those different categories would be just so, it would break up a lot. Because every now and then, if you go on, especially if somebody has a whole bunch of channels, it can get confusing. Like, what's he doing? Which one is this? What's that?
Yeah, and like Johnny said, he can make playlists for all the stuff that he does, so that when you do go in, you can. But at the same time, if he's uploading something about his dog, and somebody could care less about dogs, it's like, I don't want to see that.
Exactly.
Well, that's the thing with notifications, because you didn't used to get all that stuff back in the day. Like I said, I've had this channel for so many years now. I could upload anything, and it you know, now you get notified every time there's something new. And you know, it's a different world now. And like I was saying, now YouTube has so many different things coming out.
Well, hopefully, I mean, Amanda said the same thing Michael just said about that. What I just said, kind of being a cool idea. That would be awesome if they actually did that, because yeah, because if your feed is getting filled up with a bunch of stuff, and you're like, I like their guitar videos, I don't like any of the other stuff they do or he does, so you can go in and choose to not be, you know, alerted by that stuff or not even see it. I'm not interested in it. I don't want to see that stuff. I just want to see the Steve Andersen takeover.
Is Amanda coming to NAMM with her bro?
I think we're trying to do that. Yeah.
Do you think Ben really wants to go with his sister? I mean, come on.
Sleeping on the floor, you know, at JJ's.
Yeah, that's right. Amanda, you didn't have to sleep in JJ's House of Jam's garage, man. His car, what is it called? The car hold?
Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah. How is that blocked?
No idea.
Oh, it probably sees that as like
subscribe.
spam or something.
Because it's spam as far as subscribe.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah, any kind of and Amanda, it's fine, but any kind of self-promotion or any kind of anything in the chat, it views it as spam.
Yeah, it picks up different words and stuff, and
that's actually good, right? I mean, you can have people just jump in and blast your channel.
It happened earlier where there was like 10 messages in like at once from one person with a bunch of crap.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ben and I party well together. Well, there you go.
All right. Well, maybe we tell Ben to start a GoFundMe to get Amanda to NAMM.
We'll get more money. I bet. I guarantee that.
Oh, no doubt. We'll right behind his. Yep.
All right. So I really can't talk too much.
Well, then let's cut off, because we're going to be on, Johnny, and we're going to be on here, sitting here in 12 hours.
That's a good point.
12 hours. You know, Dave will just woken up by then. All right.
Roll right out of bed and say hello.
Do it from bed.
Oh no.
Thomas will be like, "What did I just get myself into, man?"
Oh man.
And here we have Thomas. Hello, Tom. Tom.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's so crazy. The time difference for him, it'll be 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah, dude.
For me, it'll be 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
The big world, right?
Insane. Yeah. Yeah. So I guess we've got some stuff to talk about too. Before then, we got to deal with and figure it out. So,
like what?
Different things.
What you mean, like me, you, and Dave, or with Thomas?
Yeah. No, just the three of us. Yeah.
Okay. Just the three of us.
All right. Oh, I gotta use the bathroom. Steve, can you keep going for a little bit? Go for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Come on, Steve.
Cool.
You guys can say what you want, so keep going. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So Jay, after the recent recording that you did, what's sort of next as far as that goes? Do you have anything set up?
Yeah, there's something coming up. There's gonna be a couple things actually over the next probably month that I'm kind of getting excited about.
Wow.
But Monday, the trailer for a movie that I did a song for the trailer and a song for the credits. As soon as the credits roll,
wow.
I did music for that as well. And the trailer launches Monday for that. So I will be sharing that on my social media as soon as it launches.
So it's a trailer for a movie, Jay?
Yeah, the movie's called Skeletons in the Closet, and it's kind of, I guess the way you would do it is it's almost like an 80s spoof, like horror movie type of thing.
Some of those were hilarious.
Yeah. So this kind of has that tongue-in-cheek humor, and you know, it's pretty cool. I think it's going to be a fun movie.
Okay, I got to ask you a question now. A little inside information, if you don't mind. how does it work? Like, you obviously they're telling you we need you to do music for this particular part and whatnot. Do you get to see the whole finished movie or the rough cut before to get a feel of it, so you can kind of
this movie I got sent a it wasn't the final draft or the final
rough cut.
Yeah, it was like a rough. Yeah, it wasn't color treated or whatever it's called, color corrected or anything like that. And I didn't watch it. I didn't want to. I don't like watching stuff that's not finished. I mean, if it's a scene or something, I'll watch it. But
right, that's what I was getting at. A scene, you know, like a scene or something. Like, how do you get the feel? You know what I mean? How do you get the feel?
The way this editor works is he will actually, like, if he has to make a trailer, right? He will actually take all the footage that he has. He will put a trailer together with music that he feels like a real song. Like, for instance, I don't even know if I should say the songs. I probably shouldn't. He'll take a real song, you know, because obviously, like, some of these songs, you know, for instance, the trailer that I just did stuff for, a song that they wanted to use just for the trailer, a real song, they wanted $30,000 just in advance to use a 20-second or 15-second clip of a song. So the stuff that I'm doing right now is a lot of independent, you know, filmmaker stuff. So obviously these guys don't have 30,000 to blow on a, you know, 10-second, 15-second, 20-second spot in a trailer. So what this editor does, and it's actually awesome. I think a lot of them do it this way. They'll take a real song, they'll cut to the tempo of that song, you know. So if it's din 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 din, let's just, for instance, you know, din 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 din,
or something, yeah.
You know, so the cuts will add up to, you know, and it'll fit the vibe or the mood of what they want to convey in the trailer.
So you're working off as kind of like a soundtrack. Is that what it is?
Yes, I'm working. Okay, this is the mood of the song.
Nice.
So it's easier for me, I think, than to just say, "Hey, here's the trailer. Come up with a piece from, you know, 17 seconds to 37 seconds."
Right, because he has a vision of how he wants it.
Yes, he has a vision and he wants to convey a certain mood
for
that spot.
Interesting.
So, I mean, I've done different. The trailer that I just finished, both songs have like a Southern rock feel to them. I don't write that kind of music. You know what I mean? So it was a lot easier for me hearing I call them the templates, you know, that he has laid out for me, where it's like, okay, that's the feel of the song. I can kind of, you know, I listen to it and I'm like, all right, I get the feel of what he's going for. And then I have to, you know, obviously I have to, in Pro Tools, I'll do the grid to the exact tempo of that song. So everything, you know, so the cuts in his trailer line up to the music or vice versa. So yeah, I just said a lot of words in a limited amount of time there, but
yeah, but that's cool. I was always curious about like just how it's produced. I mean, you're literally explaining how a musician would cut a piece of music to fit, which is, you know, think about it. You're probably doing one of the most important parts of producing a movie. I mean, you want to hook people on the trailer, and you know, we all know it. Music in movies alone make the movie, right? Imagine a movie without soundtracks. I mean,
you can't.
No, you can't. So, I mean, how important is it to have, you know, the trailer? I mean, music is paramount as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah,
that's a hell of a that's a lot of responsibility.
Real quickly, you know, I can't talk. The first Star Wars trailer actually had music that wasn't Star Wars music. You guys know that?
I didn't know that.
Their very first trailer had music that wasn't the score.
Looks like you're about to do the.
Exactly. I'm waiting to hear that.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Johnny Beane, the human beatbox.
Yep.
Beanbox.
Kevin Ambergay has me all figured out. He said independent film scoring means no money and no audience. End up in Somalia. Well, thanks. I'll call the producer of and tomorrow and tell him I'm out. Can't make any money doing it. Thanks, buddy.
Man.
Yeah, I know. What a shame. I guess I'll just get Monopoly money is what I'm getting sent, huh? That's good.
You know what, Jay? No matter what he says, I'll take the Monopoly money you're getting because I could probably buy stuff with it. In fact, I know I can. So
that's funny.
Got a lot of stuff my way, brother.
Steve's getting restless. Look out.
Well, I got to split him in anyway.
Yeah,
you know?
I gotta go. I gotta go. I
mean, you guys can keep going, but I gotta go.
No. So
I gotta go too. I got houses to look at to figure out how I'm gonna get another mortgage. Like 2 mortgages in my life is gonna be awesome.
Yeah. So Johnny, just straight up, I guess no Friday late show for 2 weeks. So we'll see everybody in 3 weeks.
Well, not sure. I mean, if I'm on the road, you know, I might switch over to the other channel. Maybe we'll see.
Oh, yeah.
See what happens. But I'll have a laptop with me, so wherever I am, if I'm not on the road, well, I'm doing videos every day, so there's content no matter what. But as far as like this and stuff, we'll see, depending where I am. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll try to chime in. Yeah, chime in on Friday at usual time and see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, hey guys, I'm at a gas station right now.
Everyone's gonna go through it. Look, G. Bushnoff. What? 3 weeks? What am I gonna do?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Well, everybody, tune in tomorrow.
Yes.
Tune in. 4 o'clock Eastern time. Thomas McLaughlin, Little Stevie Vai will be here.
Thanks.
And yeah, it'll be great.
Killer
It'll
show.
be awesome. Yeah, he's a great dude. We already talked with him for like an hour the other day, and he's awesome. Awesome.
Any kind of you know, because you never know how somebody is when you're on here, you know.
Yeah.
And it was instantly like within 20 seconds, I was like, this is going to be awesome. Just great personality, down to earth, funny, and obviously, you know, his guitar playing speaks for itself. But it's going to be an awesome time. I'm excited.
Right
I'm
on.
excited too, man. I'm really excited. That's gonna be killer.
You're excited. Feel these nipples.
All right, so johnnybeane.tv. Everybody subscribe, click the bell, and Steve, you know, take it away.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody. And we'll see what happens for next Friday. But hopefully we can be on here. And have a great weekend, everybody. Everybody in Canada, it's a long weekend. So I have Monday off of work, 3 days off. So very nice.
Awesome.
And yeah, click the bell, subscribe to Johnny's channel, order a shirt. There's a couple of different varieties you can get. And other than that, tune in tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. And we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Beh.